I'm bossed up, that chicken call me knee. I done missed a little Percocets again. I can spin that chicken like a fan. I will never go broke again. I'm bossed up, that chicken call me knee. I done missed a little Percocets again. I can spin that chicken like a fan. I will never go broke again.
Chain coat, Norfolk, poking out my pockets is a bankroll. Geeked up, favor. Had a crazy night, I woke up in the same clothes. I'm not 50 Cent, you won't find me in the club. This is $70 cup, Fuego sit designer truck. Every time I ride with Chicky, keep a Thule in the truck. Keep a bitch, I don't say much, she just roll on my blouse. I just took a trip to DC just to go and smoke on GG. On my waist, the print is GG. Diamonds dancing, your face 3D. Dripping just like Fiji. She got happy when she see me. She gon' kiss me when she hug me, cause I'm smelling like Da Vinci. Wrist look like pot of gold. Neck on burn like a Eskimo. Bitch, I buy my digits, I stay on point like a decimal. Diamonds on me, my Macarena chain a festival.
I'm bossed up, that chicken call me knee. I done missed a little Percocets again. I can spin that chicken like a fan. I will never go broke again. I'm bossed up, that chicken call me knee. I done missed a little Percocets again. I can spin that chicken like a fan. I will never go broke again. I'm focused on that big bad, baby. Blue honchos. My drip is like my drink, baby, it's ice cold. I hit your corner, start drumming, feel like Rambo. Still better not start nothing, they never can handle. I told Faye we gon' win, young niggas on 10. I told my brother we gon' win, young niggas on 10. I miss the lean with a 10, miss the lean with a yellow. I put the gas out, my brother gon' light up a can. I'm phone whipping, and them hoes on the kick, yeah. I just blew it back on my bitch, she matched my drip like a sidekick. I'm bossed up, that chicken call me knee. I done missed a little Percocets again. I can spin that chicken like a fan. I will never go broke again. I'm bossed up, that chicken call me knee. I done missed a little Percocets again. I can spin that chicken like a fan. I will never go broke again.
What up? What up?
Hey.
Lost in Translation.
Another week.
Episode 3, y'all ready?
Episode 3?
Episode
That
3.
was fast, y'all.
Episode 3. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Hollywood Raw, a.k.a. Uncle Raw. Now his name is Hollywood Raw.
Hollywood.
100K subscribers, 15 minutes of fame. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Shout out.
One time for him.
Hollywood Raw.
One time for him.
Shit, what y'all get into this past week since the last episode?
Shit, man, just chilling.
Working. I quit one of my 3 jobs.
You quit one of your 3 jobs?
Yeah.
I want to say happy belated again to this man right here.
Hey, yo, happy birthday to Buddha.
Happy birthday to
Happy
Buddha.
belated to me.
Great birthday.
Big show.
I also want to say happy belated to my son's birthday.
Happy
that
birthday,
passed this month.
DJ.
Nah, man, we had
DJ.
his party this weekend. It was at Funplex. It was a ball, so that was dope.
Let's do it.
That's it. Nobody ain't getting into nothing crazy?
Now let's stay away from the craziness, man.
Nah, I ain't really getting nothing too
I did, but I ain't gonna talk about it on air.
So why bring it up then? Give me half of it.
No, I got really drunk.
Want me to give you half of it?
A piece.
It was a lot of lime. It was way more coconut than lime. Let's put it like that. It was way more coconut than
I ain't
lime.
getting that too. I know I got drunk, and I don't remember much.
You drunk right now?
Nah, I was really
Oh, I
drunk.
gotta-
Like, oh no, I was chilling. I was chilling. I got really, really drunk. I don't know, something weird happened.
Did you end up like maybe sleep on your floor or something
Yeah,
like
I
that?
ended up sleeping. I was sleeping on my floor.
Wait, what's something weird? You can't just.
No, I don't remember. I just know I woke up on the floor.
It's your house? You
Yeah,
sure it
I
was
woke
your
up
house?
on the floor.
How you got there
like-
if you don't know?
No, I was there already, and I woke up on the floor. Like I just woke up on the floor.
Oh, it's nothing wrong with getting bit in your own house.
No, but like that's not where it started. That's just where it ended. I woke up on the floor, like just like face down.
So would that be classified as a good night?
Hell yeah! What type of question is that? Hell yeah! Listen, people. If you get drunk, black out, and you wake up and nothing's wrong with you, no broken bones, like all your money's still there, you just had a good night.
You had your card.
You had everything there. You got your card,
you gotta
car
make sure you
keys,
ask Dad.
house keys.
No hangover?
Did you have your card,
You
bro?
gotta make sure you ask Dad.
Oh no, yeah, I have a card. Yeah,
Damn,
I'm known
bro.
for losing cards.
Was there You hangover? damn right.
No, I
Me
don't
too,
get
though.
No
no
hangover?
I ain't
Alright, that's a good night.
I had like 5 hangovers my whole life.
Oh, shout out to the USA Women's World Cup team.
Yes.
It's
2
actually.
years in a row.
Ooh,
Yeah.
dominance.
Supporting the shirt.
Dominance.
Thanks.
But I'm black, so I don't really care about America too much. That's country for me. Neither here or there. Let's go.
America.
That's what type of time we on today. So yeah, we got a couple shit we're gonna bring up today. Start off today, we're gonna talk about the NBA duos. It's like NBA coming to dynamic duos these days and shit. You know what I mean? Ain't no more super teams. So we're gonna get into the
Why
top.
aren't they considered super teams anymore?
Rest in peace to
Because only
super
2 of them?
Yeah, it's dynamic duos.
It's balanced.
It's
I feel
more
like it's
balanced.
balanced, but the
Batman
Lakers ain't
Robin.
tipping in favor. Yeah, people keep that's DeMarcus Cousins, dog. Like he's still gonna ball. Like
We gonna see.
they have the upper hand.
We
But
gonna
what
see.
is interesting?
But I feel like it's not super teams no more because it's not top heavy. It's not three superstar. Everybody got 2 now, and like you know what I
So
mean.
you don't consider
we
DeMarcus
didn't
a superstar?
consider
Hell no.
we didn't consider
anymore.
the Lakers 01 Lakers a super team when it was a Shaq and Kobe and a bunch of role players. That would have been a super team if we considered these super teams. They were just
No, but they didn't have a third like DeMarcus Cousins. Is what I'm saying.
but he's
DeMarcus Cousins ain't that what you think he is no more, bro. He done. Fuck that. I'm saying it.
That's
It's over.
That's the
It's
discussion.
over.
That's the
He's
discussion.
not
Well, we
done.
gonna find out.
It's
We
gotta
gonna
prove it,
find
though.
out.
But we're gonna talk about 4 specific duos right now. So we're gonna talk about Russ and James Harden, Steph and Clay, Kyrie and KD, and fucking Kawhi and Paul George. So
Hold on. I'm sorry. No LeBron and AD.
well, not like that's automatic. We're just gonna compare these 4.
All right.
It's like,
I think these 4 are more comparable anyway.
yeah, because it's mostly like guards and wings.
Guards.
Can we sub out Kyrie and KD for
No.
Lillard and McCullough because KD's not playing this year?
I don't want to say
So
no.
what?
Bro,
I don't want to. It's
listen,
KD. We're not
that's
doing
Kevin,
that.
bro.
We're not doing that. We're not
Alright.
doing
When
that.
he come back, they the super team of the league. You know that, right? No, say my opinion for later.
All right,
days.
go ahead.
So like we're gonna rank them from how you want to do it, A to D or 1 to 5.
A to D.
A to D.
A to D.
A being
A,
so
B, C, D.
so we're gonna start out with you. Like rank your top.
So who will be my A? My A would be my A would be Kawhi and Paul George.
That's your A.
That's my A. That's a matter of fact. That's my A plus.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
listen, the defense
Best
they
wing
gonna be
defender-
able.
best wing defenders in the
That's
league.
what
Yeah, 2 and 3.
And Patrick Beverly.
And then he probably number 1.
They switching
Pat-
on. They
On
switching
your
on.
point
A.
guard,
Yeah.
and on your shooting guard, who you gonna put
They
before
gonna lock
Paul?
the wing
And on your
up.
3, who you gonna put before Kawhi? They gonna lock teams down. This is a perimeter game, and they about to lock the perimeter up.
I said
Teams
that.
really gonna score 68 on them in
I said
game.
that.
Like it's gonna be a couple of teams.
That score 68. They gonna average like
Let the
90.
Suns roll into Clip Town.
Mm.
55
They
points.
go to Detroit.
Going to the 4th quarter, 55 points. Suns score.
Devin Booker gonna have a hard night.
I feel bad. I mean, he got Rubio with him, but that ain't much help offensively.
Rubio's
Yeah.
not in the game if Patrick Beverly is.
Yeah, you're right. It's not helpful offensively.
Like he gonna be there, but he not gonna be there.
Nah, I got faith in Devin Booker. He's still gonna score.
Not Paul
I
George
like
or
that. I
Kawhi.
like that young boy.
That's- Who
Not
will
the
be your
Clippers.
B?
My B. What's the choices again?
You know the
You got Russ and Harden.
Russ
All
Harden,
right.
Stephen Clay.
All right, let me put it like this. Stephen Clay is automatically my D because Clay not back yet. You feel me?
Why isn't that?
Hold on.
I know it's contradictory. But that KD,
It's not contradicting.
KD and Clay couldn't be
Because KD is way better than Clay.
Yeah, I get it.
That's gonna be my D because I got to see how that team work with D'Angelo and Kylie Stein now with Clay and Steph.
But Clay's coming back before KD.
Listen, I'm gonna get to KD right now, so that's why that's my D automatically. They in the I gotta see it first stage. So is Westbrook and Harden, but I believe in them. That's gonna be my C. But my B is KD on the strength that I really feel like he's better than everybody on the list. So when he come back, he's gonna be that good. Bang, he's gonna put them right back up there.
Even if he's at 70%?
Even not 70. Good 85, 88.
70% is still 20 points.
85, 88%, he better than everybody on this list. That's
No,
just
he's
how
the
I
best player
feel.
on the list, hands down.
That's just how I feel.
Him, Kawhi.
Y'all know I fuck with KD like
Harden?
that. Yeah.
KD's better than Harden.
Harden played and D'Antoni. Look, I used to be a Suns fan, so I know how productive a passing, shooting player can be in that system. Steve Nash was a non-shooting motherfucker, but he averaged like 16 points and like 14 assists. Well, if you now James Harden is Steve Nash on steroids,
Facts.
so his production is going to outshow everybody, but his talent matches too. But at the
I'm saying
same
you can't
time,
say it's not just the system because he was doing that in OKC. Granted, not at the
no.
not in such a volume because of rushing KD, but he was still efficient as hell.
he
scoring.
wasn't doing this.
He was still efficient. Well,
He wasn't doing this.
Like, he didn't have the
He
time.
never
to.
averaged 20 points.
No,
he wasn't doing this. He
I'm
not
not
the
saying that,
player
but
he
you
was.
saw no. I'm
Harden.
not saying that, but you saw the ability to do that. And if he had his own team, we knew he would do this.
But he didn't.
He can do this.
And now
other
he in
places.
the system that facilitates him to score 36 points
But I
a
feel like
game.
you're saying he's only doing that because he's
Who averaged 36 in the
I
NBA
feel
in the
like
last
nobody. He's crazy. I know.
since KD was
Kobe
averaging
never did that.
32?
No, Kobe
never
had
did that.
like 35 that year.
Yeah, Kobe
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is this.
He's the most points since Jordan.
So I'm saying, so you're saying because he's in that system, that's why he's doing that?
Nah, it helps him.
Oh, that's what I'm just saying. Because
Who could score 300 and something points off unassisted shots? And what system in the NBA that can happen besides D'Antoni?
D'Antoni.
no, I'm not saying, but I just feel like you're trying to say he only doing that. in the system. I feel like he would do that on another team.
He not doing this on another team.
Not
He'll
36,
be
but he's still,
very
he's still
productive.
averaging.
They ain't doing
He's
this.
still averaging high 20, high 20s, low 30s.
So that's why
He'll still average.
That's
that.
why the Rockets
He might
will be my
average
C.
36, but he might average 30 or 28.
That's why the Rockets will be my C because I want to see how. Even though I think it will work, I want to see how the Westbrook, the Harden, the
Somebody,
work
you think somebody has
before
to
the-
take a step down a little bit, or no? Or all of them full force?
Nah, all of them. I think all 4 of these teams are playoff teams with all the duos healthy. All 4 of them are top 4 seeds in their conference if all the duos is healthy.
All right, so Speedy, like, what's your list so far? How you got it?
A+, you know where I'm going. Clippers, Kawhi. He already, Kawhi, Paul George. Show already explained why. I know I'm mad because I didn't get the first to say it because you know niggas loud. I love-
That's where you was going.
Yeah, you damn right. But definitely, my B+ is definitely gonna be the Nets, the Kyrie and KD. When KD come back, of course he's at 100%. He's the best, but 85, I still don't think. Yeah, he's 85%. I don't think he's still better. But that's just my opinion.
I do.
You feel me? That's my opinion.
Who you got at C?
I mean, he came back in the finals at like 60%.
I don't
and was
care.
the best player on the court.
I don't hear that.
Kevin
I
Durant.
don't want to talk about. They won a chip.
Nigga put up
I'm
9
definitely gonna
points
put-
real quick.
I'm
Why
definitely
it was nothing to do with that? He said, "Let me go stick play." It wasn't nothing-
stop it.
That's exactly what happened.
No,
You
stop
watched the game. You know.
No, shut up.
We don't gotta argue about that.
We're not talking about that. My C is gonna be Steph and Clay. You cannot. The Splash Bros. You can't put them no lower than C. Splash Bros. Even though Clay gonna be out when he come back, they gonna make that playoff push and they gonna show up. Even with D-Lo, they gonna show up. It's still the Clay and it's still the Steph and Clay show. Even with D-Lo, but it's gonna be hard.
So
But
you
my
B-
B+, well, I put
C?
I put my B because I put B+. My B will be James Harden and Westbrook.
You're not giving nobody a D, huh?
Oh no, they getting a D. Somebody getting this D.
You said A+.
Somebody getting this D.
Pause, but
Yeah, I don't know if that's okay.
yo,
There's
we
no pause. There's no
Say
pause.
Yeah, well, I was
Exactly. Nah, but
talking about all grown men right now.
Nah, but James Harden and Westbrook. Remember when they was younger and they played on OKC? That team went to the finals.
Light show.
They went to the finals.
Yeah, but they missing one big
Yeah,
piece.
I mean, KD,
like an
yeah.
MVP piece at the time.
I mean,
Yeah,
KD,
but he's
but
in the East now.
But they still
MVP
that,
piece.
they got better. They grew, even though wasn't together, but they grew individually as players. So he knows you bringing a triple double to a double double like.
Nah,
20
he bringing the triple double to a triple double.
Nah, yeah,
That ain't true.
It's so wild, like they not two MVPs themselves.
it's crazy.
No, at the time, Kevin Durant was the MVP.
Yeah.
And you right.
And they went to the finals.
It's
Now they
crazy.
got
It's
two
crazy.
MVPs.
It's
That was my point.
Westbrook going back with James Harden. It's like home. Of course, James Harden. Westbrook don't got to do a lot.
James
No
Harden
more.
gonna do everything he can to make Westbrook happy.
Exactly, and Westbrook is gonna be like, I'm gonna play my role. We're gonna make this work.
I don't think he plays his role. I think they have a role for him. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so Yogi, let me get your list.
Alright, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I don't know the nonsense y'all niggas talking about with all these hurt players being on the top of your list. We're talking about this season coming up duels. How do you think they're gonna be?
KD gonna play this year.
No, he's not.
Not.
Alright, you got a better chance of Clay playing. I seen him in the water shooting.
Yeah,
cool.
you seen
Yeah, cool. Nah, it's not playing this year. He already rushed the injury. Why am I gonna rush the
Because
injury
he got a
again?
whole off season through All-Star break to do it.
Nah, he not coming back. So my A is fuck that. I'm starting off from D, cause my name Dave. So the D team is motherfucking Stephen Clay. Stephen Clay is D because Clay's hurt. So he's not starting this season. If you were to get, this is my.
That's contradictory. You said Stephen Clay is D because Clay's hurt, but you know for a fact KD isn't playing at all next year, so he gotta be something above D. They duo.
Yes.
Get D plus.
That's contradictory to what you're saying.
They're D plus.
That's contradictory to what you're saying.
So they both D's.
So
They both D.
No, you can't do that. He wasn't gonna say that. Y'all can't do that.
Well, we
Y'all
helped
can't-
him
y'all
out.
can't
He
be
said
a
it first.
scapegoat.
He said D plus.
See, y'all can't be a scapegoat.
Y'all let him be a
I'm
D
not
plus.
being
and
a
D.
scapegoat. I am a
apologize.
scapegoat.
I apologize. Finish.
Alright, so Steph Clay, Kyrie, KD, all D's. Alright, so then I'm going to have Harden and Russ at a B. I think they're going to mesh together. I think that they played together their whole entire life. Like, they played together in high school.
Since they was like
They
10.
played together in AAU before high school. You know what I mean? They came out of college around the same time. They came and played at OKC together. They decide, like, you don't think that they ain't have nothing to do with this trade going through?
Nah, I think they had
Like,
everything.
No,
so-
it was announced. James Harden pushed for it.
No. But what I'm saying is, right, if he was okay to give time to Chris Paul before he learned that Chris Paul wasn't Chris Paul, like, niggas gotta stop living on people's legacy. So Chris Paul wasn't the Chris Paul that he thought he was getting when he came there. He was willing to share the rock with that. So why wouldn't you share the rock with a Russell Westbrook that you asked to come there? Know what I mean? So therefore, this team is gonna mesh. They're gonna do what each other have to do. They both want to win. They both got something to prove. Harden wants a title because everyone's starting. That's his one thing. You have all the triple doubles in the world. You have no title. Know what I mean? So he wants a title. Russell Westbrook, he wants to prove people wrong that everyone's saying that it's his fault that everybody wants to leave OKC. KD left, PG left, so he has something to prove.
Traded.
PG asked to get
Asked
a
for that
Trade.
trade.
He asked for that
Yeah.
trade.
He had a meeting with Kawhi before he asked
Nah,
for the
man. So
It's not Westbrook fault.
no, but
That's his point, though.
that
You're right.
Westbrook wants to prove all of this. I can play with someone, so they're gonna come. They're gonna do their thing. That's my B. And then A is Kawhi and PG. Two most dominant lockdown defenders on the wing. Not to mention that they have Patrick Beverly, so it's just gonna be crazy.
Patrick Beverly gonna make them better.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, that practice,
I think Paul George might stay on him.
them scrimmages, and when they practicing that defensive minded team, Doc Rivers at the coach, like it's lockdown city.
I just feel like Paul George is defensive minded, but that's not his first.
No,
It's not no
it's
more.
not.
Not no
It's
more.
not.
But yeah,
But
you're right though. You're right though.
when you go to that
You
team,
gotta worry about it.
like
Imagine
if Doc
Paul George
Rivers
being
I
your
said
worst
that.
defender.
No, imagine.
That's their reality.
that's your problem. That's
He
your
is,
problem.
though. Beverly is a better on point guards. Beverly a better defender, and on
Somebody
wings-
he's the worst defender out of the three.
Yeah, out of
yeah,
those
yeah.
Oh, he's
three.
on your team, though.
No, I'm just saying though.
Out
Out
of
of
your
your
top
top three
three
defenders,
defenders.
Paul George
Yeah,
wins.
we're-
On the
being very
wings?
specific.
I'm taking
On the
that
wings?
whole
Excuse me,
game.
I'm being very specific tonight.
I'm
All
petty.
right, but
It's like
yeah.
having Odell.
So
Julio
that's my
Jones.
picks. Kawhi and PGA. Russ and Harden B, and all the injured people at it D.
Alright, so
It's on
You
me.
was your pairs?
Okay, so I'm gonna rank. I'm gonna go KD and Irvin. I'm gonna rate all teams as if they was healthy, no injuries, none of
Okay.
that. So I'm gonna go KD and Irvin with the A+, just because with the assists and both of them be able to score. I like the way Kyrie be able to create a situation down low, be able to dish it back up top. Just seeing that and the way you explained your offensive system, I like that capability there. 2, I'm gonna go with the defense. Defense win championships. So I'm gonna go with KY and PG in LA. That's a B+. My B team, I'm gonna go with Harden and Russ. I kind of think I could put Harden and Russ above KY and PG, above the defense, just because I think they can have more offensive firepower that can help that team get along. And my C team is going to be Steph and Clay, just because I'm tired of seeing them Golden State on top.
That's
so
a personal
I'll be on
issue.
some hater shit.
Ready to battle himself.
Fuck it. That's my A, B, and C.
alright, so Dad, what you got?
Okay, I kind of want to say what you want to say, like rate as if they were healthy, but they're not. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. It's weird. I'm gonna go my A. Russ and Harden.
I respect it.
There's gonna be no more offensive power in the league than them two. In the league
I
than them
wanted to
two.
give him an A, but I just gotta see it.
James Harden, I don't quote me, but James Harden might average 30. Russell might average 25. Like easy.
Not that good easily.
That's
happen.
true.
Easy. I'm doing that as a minimum.
That's true,
Like,
but they ain't gonna
easy.
average that against the Clippers.
My second, that was my A. My B would be. I want to put KD and Kyrie because Kyrie, hometown hero. So I want to put KD and Kyrie, but instead I'm going to put Kawhi and PG. Simply because the defense. No, take that back. I'm going to put KD and Kyrie. And my B. My B is KD and Kyrie. It's clear. That's my B. You got 2 championship players on the same team that's been there and made the big shots, time and time again. So when they get there again, I'm expecting the same results. My C is going to be Kawhi and PG, simply because, hear me out, simply because we all know they're going to be a great defensive team. Not good, great defensive team. But the offensive output is solely going to be on whose shoulders. Let's be honest, Kawhi can score. Paul George going to have to carry the offensive output. And you got Lou Will off the bench, I understand all that, but the sole proprietor of that offense is going to be who?
I disagree with that.
I disagree.
It's not going to be Kawhi.
What the fuck?
I disagree
Paul
with
George
that.
What the fuck?
Kawhi is better than Paul George.
He
Yes.
ain't number one option on offense.
Yes.
But
He's going to be the
I,
proprietor of that whole
I
offense.
disagree that all the offense is going to
I didn't say all of it, but when in the clutch, they're giving that ball to Paul George.
Yo,
I don't know
Did you
about
just see
that.
Kawhi?
I saw the big shot, but Paul George has.
Right. Are we denying that Kawhi didn't just win the championship
I understand
by
that. First
himself?
off, you can't ring the bell on me, dog. It was my turn.
I'm just saying, because you're saying, you're talking blasphemy.
No, I understand
You're
that.
talking blasphemy.
I got it. That's facts.
Well, like, if we brought incredible moment out,
I got
this
him.
would be an incredible
I
moment.
got no malarkey. I got him. Here's why's malarkey.
What?
simply because.
Yes.
Simply
I really
because
believe that the Raptors would have won.
I understand he hit that big shot, right?
I'm not talking
How
about-
many big shots Paul George hit since he stepped into the league? How many big shots Kawhi hit since the league? Yes, he hit it in the Eastern Conference Finals. I understand all that shit, so the stage is bigger. But consistently, Paul George has been a killer.
I agree with that.
All right, can I rebuttal?
Consistently,
Can I
Paul
rebuttal?
George has been a killer.
Can I rebuttal?
There is no rebuttal. It's not
Yes.
your turn.
Yes, I do want to rebuttal. Because when you lock down a nigga, you ain't got to hit a game-winning shot because they ain't scoring.
Even that. That's not even.
Western Finals. The offensive, let's say Western Conference Finals. The offensive output of Paul George, Russell Westbrook and James Harden, and you better hope EG ain't on fire. The offensive output of that team, that's a minimum of 60 to 75 points from 3 players, not including PJ Tucker, not including Kenneth Reed, not including Clint Capella and all them alleys. Like the offensive
Rivers.
output is going to be crazy from Houston. I understand that. Clippers are going to be a great wing team, but if they beat them by 2, they still beat them. It's that simple. I think their offensive power trumps their defensive power, simply because after you play defense, you got to come down and score. Their scorer is who? Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Lou Will. You kind of can put Lou Will above Kawhi as far as scoring goes.
No.
Okay, I take that back. I'm like, I was trying to judge you.
I'll catch it. I didn't need no dumb. I was on the side. So I was waiting for him to say that.
Say them right quick. I didn't agree with you at
No,
all.
you said facts when he rung the bell on me, and then you just rung the bell on me.
You said some bullshit. You said some bullshit.
That ain't no bullshit. Like that's some bullshit.
No, you said some bullshit.
When I said he can't ring when I said he can't ring the bell on me while I'm doing this, but then he rang the bell on me.
But the bell is for when you said some
The
bullshit.
bell is for interruptions. Let's get this straight.
The bell is mine.
It's bullshit.
On your side, their offensive
Dev,
power.
you gonna finish out. You gonna finish
Their
out.
offensive power trumps them, and my D team will be staying clapped. But I wish I could have put them higher because they're champions. I want to put them higher, but I just can't at this point because the Rockets is really going to be scary.
We got KD jet lag.
So that's
All right.
it.
I just want to with that Paul George. Remember, Kawhi played his career before he went to the Raptors on the Spurs. Pac ain't having that. Oh, you take the last shot. No. He gonna make sure their team is up by like 5 points or 6 points or 10 points before anybody take a clutch shot.
When good defense is played, that situation doesn't happen. You're not gonna be up 10 points.
All right, so we're gonna get to the next topic. So this week, the Madden ratings dropped, the NBA 2K20 ratings dropped. So we're gonna get into that. Who wanna take the wheel?
I will. Question. I have one thing to say about the Madden ratings, and you guys should have your ratings. I'm pissed off about this, and I'm not pissed off because it's my team. I'm pissed off because of the disrespect. Daniel Jones went first round. Right or wrong? Yes, he got drafted to us. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Okay,
First round.
Cool. His rating was a 63. This is not funny.
63,
His
yeah.
rating was a 63.
Eli 72.
What's the guy name that went undrafted? I can't think of it right now.
I forgot his name. Go ahead.
He went undrafted.
He went like a 70.
He went to ECU.
TCU.
TCU. He went undrafted. And his overall was a 65. Yes, 2 points don't mean much of shit.
It do. It matter.
Yo, that's disrespectful. I went first round. I was a top pick.
Did you?
You was a stretch.
But did you see what they
I
said
don't
about
want
him?
you're being disrespectful.
Very
That's
reach,
no,
long
that wonder why they're disrespectful. No, forget the reach. I'm going to get to you. I apologize. Forget the reach. He went first round.
He shouldn't have.
No, I don't care what he shouldn't have. But the team chose to choose him as their first pick. He went first round. What first round do you know in the history of Madden was a 63 overall?
So you get rated. You get rated on your
draft
draft
pick or your
Let's be honest.
skill.
or your skill set.
Let's be honest. You get rated off your draft pick.
Overall, I agree with you, but
No, through the
So,
history, you
all
get
right.
rated off your draft
so
pick.
if you was giving him a rating, what would you give him if you already gave Eli?
That's because
72?
nobody made their
That's
draft pick like that
disrespectful
before.
also.
If Eli's a 72, what can you give Daniel Jones?
Question. I'm going to get to that. I understand that. I understand all that because Eli would be the starting quarterback. But what I'm saying is this. That is also disrespectful to give Eli a 72 when
Bro,
he's
that's
a
hometown
championship quarterback.
Bruh, listen.
Some might be.
When?
You don't have a team. Shut up.
When the
He
last
got
time y'all
two
won a
rings.
Super Bowl?
He got two
I don't
rings.
care.
Rank-
When?
wait, time out.
When?
It's
Wait,
32 It's 32 teams in the NFL. Where is Eli at?
He's
Out of
not.
all 32 starting quarterbacks, where does he fall?
He's top 15.
No, the fuck he ain't, bro. What league you watching?
At the end of the day, I'm a fan of that. You shut up. You don't have a team.
So what? I watched the game of football.
He doesn't have a team.
It doesn't matter. I know football,
How
and
can you
I
even
know that
argue
nigga
with
is a bum.
Yeah, you can't even say your team won something.
Listen though,
My
Listen,
favorite
though.
player won
Look,
something.
I'm sorry.
Daniel Jones should have been
My
higher
favorite
than
player
this.
won something.
I don't want
I get what
to. I don't
you're
want to
saying.
stray too far from the
68.
topic. I don't want to stray too far. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't want to stray too far from the topic, but I just feel very slighted. Not because he's on my team. That's
Because he's a
irrelevant.
first-round pick.
Alright.
He's a first round pick. What first
I
round pick?
understand.
Who they? What?
They drafted a bum.
Ooh,
You still got
So
patch.
look.
You got patch notes coming up.
So look, the notable players that's not 99s: Luke Kuechly, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes,
JJ
Tom Brady's 96.
J.J. Watt, Todd
Tom
Gurley.
Brady's 96 though.
Tom Brady, the second-rated quarterback. A lot of people got a problem with that.
I'm not.
A lot of
I'm
people
Patrick
not
Mahomes
mad.
number
I'm
one.
not mad at Julio and Antonio Brown in '98.
Let's stay on topic. Answer your question. What's your rating?
Why not? I got this. Why not?
I'm mad.
So DeAndre Hopkins is a 99. So you okay with him being a 99 and then Julio and Antonio Brown not?
Nope.
I'm mad.
And me personally,
Yeah.
Yes.
Be honest. Why?
because
He's that much better than him.
DeAndre Hopkins doesn't drop balls.
What the
So what that mean?
He has the least amount of drops.
Wait, time out.
What
So
do you
we,
mean? What the fuck?
So
I
that's
didn't say
the
nothing
only like path to production you can rate
I was
someone
say,
on?
No.
is he the most productive
Yeah,
receiver in
like-
the league?
No. What I'm saying
No.
is,
Julio was.
what I'm saying
To be
is,
honest,
they all
Julio
do the
was.
same thing.
Arguable.
And what I would rate him as better at doing out of the the three receivers we named,
It's catching.
yes, he
And that's
doesn't
something
drop.
that's valuable.
Okay,
wide
okay,
receivers.
okay. Can I ask you a
I feel
question?
you.
You said you would rate him that just because of catching. That's what he's supposed to do.
No,
So if,
no. I'm saying that all three. I'm not saying
He's saying
that.
all three of them are A's, but he'll give them the A. Hopkins the A.
Like,
you know,
all right, they're
you give
90,
him
they're
that-
98s.
because he
They're
has
not
two less
97s. They're not 96s. There's if there's one thing I have to say that
he stands
difference,
above them all.
he doesn't
Okay.
drop the ball.
All right, so that's a good
All
argument.
right, so
That
two
is-
drops.
that is
So,
a good
all right, so
argument.
two
That's a
drops.
good
make-
That's
argument.
really a good argument.
So,
Boys,
Speedy,
and
what's
bo-
your notable player that you think should be higher that's not higher?
you know who I'm about to go. That's
I
why
want
he
you to
asked
go
me.
there.
Had DeMarcus Lawrence, and we boycotted because D. Lawrence said it so.
Okay, so look, DeMarcus Lawrence at 89. What you feel like he should be rated?
Like a 92. I feel as though all the ratings I understand
We're
they
not talking
went.
about everybody
No.
else. What you think Lawrence should be
before,
rated?
before I get to why I think that, I understand Madden was strict on their ratings.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but when you got he's top 5, top 6.
He's top 4.
No,
He's top 5 in left ends. He number
Yeah.
6 overall.
So my thing is with
in
that.
defensive ends in general.
My thing is with that. With that, they should have at least put everybody ranking up a little bit more. Who was 97?
97 was a J.J. Watt. People
97?
feel like J.J. Watt could have been 98, 99.
He's supposed
99
to.
last
He's
year.
supposed to be 99. You feel me? DeMarcus Lawrence, like that bump up.
DeMarcus Lawrence led the league in sacks.
The nigga that's supposed
Like
to
damn near all season.
The nigga that was supposed to be that's supposed to be that 90, that 92, 93 should have been a 95. You feel me? DeMarcus Lawrence should have been at 92.
So you think they should just up the rating
Yes.
of everyone but
So what did
For that
happen?
position. For that
Yes, for
position.
that
Alright,
position.
question.
Yes.
Is your beef with his rating or is your beef with his rating against the other players that
Because the ratings in general.
And no, my beef is with the ratings in general. They fucking hold Amari Cooper, dog.
So I'll be honest
And
with you.
they gave Stephon Diggs a better rating than him.
But look,
Stephon
no,
Diggs is
but
not better than
the
Amari
Cowboys
Cooper.
is the second rated team in Madden, though.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. We should have been number 1. Fuck the Eagles.
The Eagles, I was looking at
We
that too.
fly high.
No question. I'm saying, look, it sounds
No
like
lie.
your beef is more with.
Just hate
Yeah,
Shout out to the
it
Eagles.
sounds like your beef
Nah,
is
nah,
more
nah,
rating.
Very biased. He's a mad Dallas Cowboys fan.
Cowboys
He's
number
a
2.
mad
I'm really
Dallas
not-
Cowboys
I'm
fan.
really
That's
not
what you
mad.
sound like.
Yeah, finish saying,
I'm really not mad about that. I'm really mad because they really gave Amari Cooper at 89 when he really supposed to be higher, and I'm really
No.
mad that they gave DeMarcus Lawrence at 89 when he's supposed to be higher.
I think
I'm
that,
not
I
mad
think
about
your beef
anything else.
isn't- I think your beef is specifically with the ratings and other players because you feel like your players are just as good as the other players that got those ratings, and because they didn't, it bothers you.
No, I'm not saying I'm not mad about anybody else. They being better than they.
No, I'm not saying that.
Higher.
But you said JJ Watt should have been higher. I think
Yes.
you're saying that solely because you wanted your player to be ranked higher.
That is why he's saying
Yeah,
that.
I'm saying it. Yeah, but
But that's nonsense. Like,
but
they-
JJ Watt's
they-
supposed to
JJ
be
Watt
at
is that much better
99.
than DeMarcus Lawrence.
I'm not saying DeMarcus Lawrence should
Hey,
be at
Eric,
99.
what's
Hold
the
up,
rating?
can I
you-
go, please?
All right, go ahead. What's
No.
the rating that you ain't feeling or that you is feeling?
All right, so the rating I'm not feeling. I'm gonna just name some names right before I
One,
say.
bro.
No, listen. Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen is like an 88, 86.
Deshaun Jackson.
He should be rated, motherfucker.
Fuck, man, what the fuck you talking about?
Al Miller. Miller, the running back from the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
All these people are rated higher than Cam Newton.
Oh, okay, I get what you're getting at.
This is madness.
Cam
Last
Newton is
week?
at 84.
Deshaun Jackson back on
But
the
he had-
Eagles.
Yo,
Yeah,
like-
Deshaun Jackson
Cam
is
was
rated
injured.
higher than Cam Newton.
Yes.
That's blasphemy.
I don't
that's
see what
bogus.
I don't see what's wrong.
What is DJ rating?
But Cam was-
85.
I said Cam
I
was
haven't
injured,
found
though.
Cam Newton yet.
Cam at 84. Yeah,
He didn't play a whole season.
All
last year?
right, Greg.
didn't play the whole season
Hold
last
up.
year.
Greg Olsen is at 80.
Greg Olsen didn't play like that.
Yeah, they
Right,
like 80,
great.
what, 85?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Greg
like-
like 85, 86.
How is Cam not like an 88, 89?
Cam
I
is
would,
not
I would rate him.
All right,
high.
now, but wait, I'm
I'm-
going to answer your question. Back to Speedy point. They
Cam's
tight on the ratings. No quarterback is a 90. Listen, you think Cam Newton been to 84 is a crown? Aaron Rodgers being a 90 is a crown.
That is.
So
that is.
So
That-
you got to go like that.
97.
Okay.
Let me answer that when I get
97.
Okay, but
Aaron
you
Rodgers is better
can't
than a
rate
lot of
these
people.
other players
Where's the
higher
biggest?
rating than these players.
93,
90,
95,
92,
93,
95.
But you gotta understand, Madden goes by your production during the year.
Every game does that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What did
but
Deshaun Jackson do last year?
He came back to the Eagles.
He should have been high.
He came back to the Eagles, bro.
What did the Eagles do last year?
Am I wrong? Was Cam injured last year? Like, did he have injuries? Did he?
Nah.
He missed that many games.
He played through those
games?
injuries. He played through
I'm
those
gonna
But
keep
he
it real
was
with you.
injured,
I'm
so
gonna
he
keep-
played through it.
What?
So that fucked his rating up.
84.
How is
Fuck
Greg
his rating
Olsen?
up.
How is Greg Olsen rated higher than him when Cam Newton is passing him the ball? So anything he catches and produces, Cam threw it to him.
How many sacks
I
this
agree with you
nigga?
on
How
that.
many
He played like
sacks?
4 games last year for the record.
Thank you.
I
How
agree
many
with you
sacks?
on that.
Eric, what you think?
So how many sacks
All
he
right,
got?
so when it comes to these ratings, you got to think about the end of last year's performance or last year's performance altogether. So the piggyback off your Cam Newton thing. Like Cam Newton had, I mean, even though they had a somewhat good year, it was a lot of ups and downs before they started to get going. Like Cam came on real late in games. So when they use when you use that stuff in ratings, you know what I'm saying? That played those guys on the sideline watching them play. So they taking that in mind as they watching the game. He came together as the game went along, but during the time, the first 3 quarters, he might have been inconsistent. So that could have played on Cam's rating. Thinking with the injury as well. Now, a rating that I don't agree with is Le'Veon. Yes, he take a whole year off, but to have a 92, a running back that dynamic, I don't think he should have been 92.
I think he should be higher.
Way higher.
He didn't
At least
play.
over 95.
Fuck out of here. He didn't play.
They gave him a 90 plus.
But,
He didn't
Nigga,
play.
he
but
should be
you got to
grateful
think
for
about
that.
when he's coming back a year off fresh. Granted, he don't get injured. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he don't get injured. A 92, that's like a rookie that had a. Like I would expect Calvin Ridley to be somewhere close to getting 92 after the kind of year he put up. Being biased. as a
You
Falcons
think
fan.
Calvin really should have been a
What the fuck?
92?
You was cooking from the slot. I said being biased as a Falcons
His
fan.
name was
I'm-
doubling
yo,
motherfucker.
listen.
Said being
I
biased.
said being
I know.
biased as
His
a
name was
Falcons
doubling
fan.
Julio. Fuck out of here.
I ain't get to say nothing about Julio being, I mean, not 99. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, he should at least be higher than 92. Like, he deserved to be, like, he's a 90 every year. 92 is like, all right, bro, you falling off. He's only been going a year, just for contract disputes.
Yeah, but how many times you went 2 months without playing basketball, played ball, and your back hurt?
It's not the same thing.
Well, I'm
That's
saying that
a
he
video
took it. No,
game.
listen, I understand that shit, but they incorporate what?
But
Real
it's still a
life
video
things.
game.
So with that being said, he was off a year. We didn't see him play in a year.
But due to injury,
I think Le'Veon Bell is a top 3 running back.
Let me ask a question
period.
off of
yeah,
that.
he
But
was
we didn't
working
see him
out.
play in a year.
Yeah, Lou.
I'm gonna ask a question on that. If it was a player that was suspended for a year for drugs and came back, would y'all still make his rating go down because he missed that year?
Yes. Yes.
So-
You gotta respect what he did though. Like,
No.
a 92 is great for him because he been off for a year.
I say 94.
I believe he's way more dynamic than a 92.
I would give
No,
94.
I
him-
understand that, but he
Him in the
didn't.
league is a top 3
Running back
running back.
wise.
Gurley,
Girl,
Tommy.
Zeke, that's it.
No.
I want to say
But they got
Saquon, but I
Kareem
won't.
Hunt. Damn near the same thing. Damn near the
Saquon's
same.
best
like
running back
88.
in the
88.
league.
I don't want to be biased. I feel like he's the best running back in the league, but I don't say that.
Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league.
It's girl.
Zeke is
It's the
number
girl.
2.
It's healthy.
Watch him out.
Healthy is girl.
You're gonna filter it.
I am watching my mouth and I watch
your
football.
mouth. Watch your mouth.
So do we have to rank
Le'Veon's
running
number
backs?
3 running back
Yo,
right now, 92,
huh?
behind Zeke and behind Gurley.
Can I
Hold on,
What do
hold
you
on,
mean?
hold on.
Saquon does more than Zeke.
I said, Bell is behind Zeke and behind Gurley. Gurley number 1 with 97 overall. Zeke got 94, and then it's Le'Veon at the 92.
I feel like it should be like that. That's how it really is. In
So
real life.
Le'Veon number 3. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
You just feel like he should be higher than a 92.
I feel yeah.
So what's Elliott's?
I don't like
A
that
94.
94.
Yeah, that's not bad. And he took a year
Nigga
off.
took
and
a whole year. He didn't
took
play
year
a
off, and they got
snap
him
at
rated
all.
better than Saquon Barkley.
I think we all can agree that the man ratings was tight this year. They
Yeah.
was just tight on the ratings. They didn't want to give everybody a
man,
99.
ratings are always tight.
Nah,
I
this
feel
shit was
No,
bad.
no,
it was only
yeah.
4.99. They
I like
just-
that.
Shit was bad.
I like it too. Because I
No.
you know, I play man like crazy. It's
Word.
more competitive than me.
It's
It
franchise
closed-
season,
It
baby.
closed the skill gap. But that's how I feel. What's next, Lou?
So we're gonna get into the 2K ratings.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me get to them. Do y'all remember any of the ratings on top? LeBron with the 97, Kawhi 97.
It's 96.
No, 97.
Kawhi 97?
96.
I'm looking at it right now.
Kawhi
I
97.
thought LeBron
No,
97. Kawhi 96.
Giannis
Oh,
96.
97.
96.
So LeBron and Kawhi share the same rating? I thought
97.
LeBron was higher.
No,
Nah,
97, 97. Giannis 96, Kevin Durant 96, James Harden 96, Steph Curry 95, Anthony Davis 94, Paul George 93.
What? My ratings
I
are
feel, if you
different.
go a little further into the list, yeah, my list is a little different. But if you go a little
Nah,
further,
they changed it. That's the first one, though. They changed
if
it.
you go a little further into the list, I don't
Steph
like that.
96,
I love
Harden
Kyrie. I don't think he rated higher than Westbrook.
That's the only thing that's the
What
only.
did Westbrook have, a 90?
That's the only beef
89.
I got.
Kyrie had a 90.
No, yeah, Kyrie was a 90 and Westbrook was an 89.
Oh, no,
And,
Nah,
and
that's not
it's-
the right one.
in the newest
That's not the right
one, Kyrie is a 91 and
Westbrook's a 90.
Yeah.
That's not right. I'm sorry. I
I
love
still
Kyrie.
feel like Westbrook.
I
better.
love
That's not the
Kyrie.
right one. That's not the
They
right
slighted Westbrook. When you average a triple double, how is? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man. I'm sorry, Westbrook. I love Kyrie. Westbrook should have been.
one.
So-
Rating wise, I feel like it's good. That's the only thing.
That's the only beef I have with the rating is Kyrie and Westbrook.
I feel like you could give KD a 97 too, but I understand why you don't because everybody want to feel like he's second to LeBron.
No,
so he just
I
put
feel
him
like
one
they
less
gave
than
him that rating
LeBron.
because of the team he was
Whatever.
on.
Whatever. He's still the best
So everybody,
player. He's
everybody
the
give me
player
one
of the
player.
game.
Everybody give me
agree.
one player that y'all feel was slighted.
I feel like Westbrook was like
Westbrook.
I did all that. Westbrook was like,
Anybody you think was slighted?
No, I'm good with the ratings. Kawhi 97.
Anybody think he was slighted?
I agree with
Because
those.
I got my player. I think it's slighted.
I'm good.
Honestly, yo,
He about to
Clay-
say, oh,
Clay not being a 90, I think is slighted.
well, it was what an 88.
89.
He's an 89 in this last one.
There's
89
no
last
reason
year,
why
too.
Clay should be 89 and Westbrook should be 89. But yeah,
Westbrook a 90 now, they said.
nah, 89.
They said Kyrie 91, Westbrook 90 in the new
Yeah,
ratings.
the
Yeah.
new ones is
They
90.
shouldn't be that close.
No, Kyrie,
Bro.
Westbrook should be the 91.
No, I'm not
Who you
agreeing.
think?
I'm not talking about
Who you
Westbrook.
think I slighted, Luke?
Dame Dollar.
What he got?
92?
And what you feel like?
Yeah,
he should
I'm
got?
going just off niggas' performances. He went
From
out
the
with a
season
bang.
before?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just going. I want 94 or better, bro.
Yeah, I would say if
He
you
was-
won season before, he like a 90.
Yo, all right, I give you that because he can't be rated lower than Paul George when he knocked him out
Oh, yeah, he did. He
with the face.
Yo, listen.
I got something for you. I got something for you. He said Paul George because he knocked out. He shouldn't be rated lower than Paul George because he knocked him out. Dame knocked the beard out.
But the Bears.
Dame knocked the
but,
beard
but,
out.
But
Not
Harden's.
this year.
He
Come
could.
on. Previously, he knocked
No,
the beard out.
I'm going off just what this year so far.
Yeah.
I think Dame should be rated higher, just off the impact he had this playoffs.
I don't think
So what's his rating?
The reason
94.
why I feel like I feel like a 94 kind of high.
I'm
the
happy.
reason why, bro, them niggas had double-digit leads going every fourth quarter against the Warriors and lost every game
You talking about the Warriors?
without KD.
So,
They got swept.
That's the respect the Warriors
They got
need
swept.
and deserve.
but
They got swept.
But Steph, I ain't saying he's gonna be better than Steph. Steph got 96,
He got swept.
94.
So then that brings up my point of Klay Thomas being an 89.
Sometimes.
That too.
Well, what's CJ McCollum's overall?
Shit.
They're not even on it.
He
not-
not.
if he higher than Steph, I mean, Klay-
He didn't
not
make
higher
top
than Klay.
88.
If he was
I mean,
higher
he
than
didn't make
Klay,
top 20 players.
then we have
They're
an
not in
issue.
the top 20 players.
No, he's not. But if he really made higher than
Blake Griffin and Rudy Gobert in the what's the name? The end of the
They
list.
They got Ben
Klay,
Simmons
what
up
they give
there.
Blake Griffin?
88.
Kemba's
Blake
an
Griffin definitely
88.
should have been a 90.
Nah, he
What?
Ben Simmons should have been an
Blake
88.
Griffin balled this season
He
on a
did.
bum ass Pistons.
He did, but
That's
did he
all.
ball better than
Simmons
Rudy
should've been an
Gobert?
88.
Yes, he had a better
Donovan
season than
Mitchell?
Rudy
Rudy's
Gobert.
defensive player of the year.
I don't care about that. Blake
Yeah.
Griffin had a
Yeah.
Blake Griffin had a that's an accolade. Blake Griffin had a better season than Rudy Gobert.
Did he have a
think
better?
that's
So you think?
Okay.
All
He
right,
had a
wait.
better season than Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Yes, he
debatable.
did. No, it's not debatable. He had a better season than Donovan Mitchell, and I'm a fan. He had a better season.
Carney Towns.
That's debatable.
That's
That's debatable.
The other two 88s are Kemba Walker and Jimmy Butler.
Kimba is debatable. Jimmy is not. Kimba is debatable.
See, this is
Stats wise, Jimmy will be
This
debatable.
is what we going back to. Everybody want players to be rated higher. These
Not really.
games got to be tighter with the ratings in general because
Yes.
it closed the gap. You can't have all these, especially the way the league going now. It's two good players on every team.
So
You
wait,
can't have two 97s and then a team with two 88s. It makes the game unfair. We just got over that with the Warriors. Nobody wanted to play online because everybody gonna pick the Warriors.
I never
So
picked
we
them for
just got
granted.
over that. So that's why they tight on the ratings now to close the gap. That's why they did it on Madden too.
So let's talk about the rookies ratings so far. Like they got Zion at 81, John Moran at 79, R.J. Barrett 78, DeAndre Hunter at 77, and Darius Garland at 77.
I
I
don't
feel
like.
like Zion should be higher.
Then 81.
Yeah,
So
Already?
yeah.
Where would you put
I think
him?
he that good. 85, 84.
Oh,
Did he
Nah.
show you that much in the summer league?
He
Though?
played one game and got injured. He's overweight. They need to hire a health nutritionist.
I don't think he overweight. I think he out of shape.
I've been
That's
saying
the
this. I've been
difference.
saying this to Buddha from day one. He has to cut weight.
I don't think he overweight. I think he out
You
of
never
shape.
think no one's overweight.
I think RJ Barry got.
Oh.
got
You
shit.
never think anyone's overweight.
I think RJ
So
Barry
what's
should
that
have
supposed to
been.
mean?
like
Oh
80.
shit!
You take it how you want to take it.
Yeah.
I think R.J. Barrett should have been.
So you think he's better
No,
than
John
Morant?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel as though he does.
That's the consensus. RJ better than John Morant.
Oh wait, is R.J. Barrett better than John Morant? I can't answer that question.
I don't play
think
2K.
so.
2K's trash.
I'm gonna be biased.
I think so.
I'll be honest with you.
Madden
Are you asking me my opinion of the ratings? My opinion of the ratings. Zion, he's right where he at.
RJ should have been.
R.J. Barrett and John Morant, if you want to put one at 80, one at 79, whichever one you do, honestly, I'm fine with either one. Because them two players, you can, it's more of a, like what you favor with them two. Like if you want a player that's more team oriented, and both of them are, you go with John Morant.
But this is 2K though.
Okay, so if you're going like that, if you want to play with more, you go with John Morant. You go with John Morant. I'm pretty sure in 2K he's gonna be a highlight reel. So with that being said, but I don't really care about anybody else. Darius Garland, what was he, 71?
I don't care about them.
No, all jokes aside, even though his injury, Darius Garland should have been a 75. But other than that, the ratings are fine. I just feel like John Morant should have been a 79 or higher. I mean, not John Morant. R.J. Barrett should have been a 79.
It should have been an 80.
I don't care about the 80, whatever it is, but they could have gave John Morant and RJ
About
both
the
79s. I'd have been fine.
Should have been 80.
I'm kind of fine with the rookies. I would John Morant, RJ Barrett. I'd probably make them an 80 and a 79, but they're 79, 80. I mean 79, 78, so it's not that far off. The rest of the niggas, I don't really give a fuck. I want to see how much the
Because it's 2K. Like I don't care about them in 2K.
Yeah.
I want to see how the summer league is gonna affect the ratings when
Nah,
the
this
season.
the ratings.
Just the
Just
ratings.
No,
did.
but, no, you know, 2K always update. We
You
all
talk
play
about
2K.
the update, all right.
So like when
We
the
all
season
play.
start, that's
Yeah,
dope.
like, know what I mean? Like, it's gonna, all of this stuff that happened throughout summer league and all of that,
It might affect it.
like, know
It's
what I
going
mean?
to change with the first update.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think it's only going to affect the people that wasn't the people we just talked about ratings. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyone we didn't mention, like Tyler Herro and all of them, their ratings are going to get jumped.
Yeah.
Because Tyler Herro possibly could have won Summer League MVP.
Him or Brandon Clark.
Yes, both of them could have won something, but Hayes got it. That's fine from Memphis.
Can I say one thing to somebody in the comments?
Yeah, what they said.
He said Taco Falls with Zion's worst nightmare. Taco going to win rings. On what team, cuz?
No.
He got to get on the right team to win
He
rings.
on the Celtics, right?
He got to get on the right team to
If
win
he
rings.
lives on the
I wanna
Spurs,
talk about
he
him
might
now.
win a ring.
I want to talk about him though, because he was wilding in the summer league.
Bro,
the
you
Summer
playing
League.
against players that's not going to be on rosters.
the
Like,
Summer
for
League.
real.
Okay, but
A lot of-
but
Who won the
people-
Summer League MVP? What's his name? Brandon Clark?
Hayes.
Brandon Clark?
No,
Hayes from
Hayes
Memphis.
won it.
Hayes
from
didn't win it.
Memphis.
Clark won it.
Oh,
Hayes won it from Memphis.
Clark won it. Hayes played for Pelicans.
Yeah, Hayes
Oh,
played
yeah,
for the
you're right.
Pelicans. Brandon Clark played for
sound
Memphis.
crazy.
Memphis won it all.
How many minutes Brandon Clark gonna get on Memphis this year? Not much.
John
bro.
Morant is
Not
going to be
much.
the starting.
Not much. He only won it because John Morant ain't playing.
Word.
Seriously, on some real shit.
Nah. You got a point there. You got a
Taco Fall
100.
probably he's not gonna be in rotation like that for the Celtics.
Their starting center is going to be
No. He's not gonna
Tatum.
start. But
He's
who's
not
their
gonna
backup?
He's not gonna be in rotation like that.
Understand
Who's
this.
their backup
I don't
center?
care who
Who's
their
their
backup
backup
is.
center?
He's
Summer
not
League
gonna be in
Aaron
rotation.
Baines.
Determine the Summer League
Aaron
really
Baines.
doesn't determine
Aaron Baines
who's
got
going to be a
traded.
starter or not.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
really doesn't.
But your top performers in the summer league, they
Against
get some
nobody?
playing time.
Summer
Against
League
nobody?
is the equivalent to the first game of preseason in football. These people that's not gonna be
Fuck.
on the teams.
Exactly. Facts.
A lot of these players, 90% of the summer league not making
So
rosters.
then why do we care about what RJ Barrett did?
Because
in the
we
summer
know
league?
he making a roster.
But if you're telling me that he's playing against people that are not going to be playing, I don't care what he's doing right now.
No, but
Wait,
we
no,
said
no.
the ratings.
No. So then you shouldn't care what he did in college.
Word.
Because 90% of college players don't make it to the NBA. So that's not what it is. It's about how good you play when you're given a chance to play. Not how much you score. Not what are you
So
doing?
then-
Like if you
so
can make
then
open three,
why-
if
so
you
then
can make the
why-
right decision on the pick and roll, that's what we care about in the summer
Okay,
league.
so then why Taco Falls doing good in the summer league doesn't count, but
Because
RJ
he's blocking
Barrett
shots of point guards that's not going to be in the league. RJ
He's
Barrett
blocking
is making
everybody's
right
shot.
reads
Whoever
on
puts up-
passes and stuff like that.
whoever puts up the shot, he's blocking it.
Okay, bro. All right.
He got dunked on.
Guess we have to wait and see.
So when the game come out, who y'all are looking forward to play with the most though?
Nets, KD.
my career.
We're right. Whatever team I get on the margarita.
Houston.
Houston. I never played with them before until I stay away from them. But I'll play with Houston this year.
Houston.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm gonna really have to agree with Speedy. I don't really play 2K besides my career.
My career.
No, I play a lot of my career too, but if I get online, I'm playing with Houston.
By the way, I'm one of
Let's
them.
say if you get online.
100%.
Oh, if I get online, I'll probably play. I'll play with the Lakers.
Play with the Mavs. Come on. Play with the Mavs.
Luka Doncic and Jose is gonna be a good duo if they.
No. I like their duo.
Play with the Mavs.
The Mavs.
100%.
So what y'all want to get into next, bro? Y'all want to get into some music shit, some serious shit, or y'all want to get into some? What y'all want to do?
Go to break first.
It's up to you. You the man.
All right, so let's get into the motherfucking. Let's talk about ASAP Rocky, bro.
That shit is not right.
Let's talk about ASAP.
And when I say that shit is not right, I'm not talking about him being locked up. It happens. I'm talking about how we're just turning a shoulder to him. Like they said, I understand he said all that shit about Ferguson, and I understand it wasn't right. He was 100% in the wrong. But at the end of the day, that is a black man locked up in a foreign country with no rights. They said he ate one apple in 5 days.
That's his choice.
I don't think that's by choice. It may be. What I'm saying, it's not right. Let's get this man home. That's all I'm saying. Like I know.
What about the
I know what that feel like. I know what that feel like. So with that being said, get this man home.
I agree with you with get this man home.
Get this man
And
home.
for the people that may not know, ASAP Rocky's locked up right now in Sweden, and they saying the conditions over there is pretty bad right now where he's at right now. So
let's be transparent over a bullshit altercation.
And they
too,
keep push and they keep push. Anybody that know anything about the penal system, they keep pushing his dates back 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Just
2
to bleed
weeks.
him.
Like that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Garrett, what do you think?
I think it's fucked up too, especially like in his situation being locked up abroad in a country that you don't know shit about. It's kind of fucked up, and the living conditions is like nothing that I would want to be dealing with. Me myself have never been incarcerated, but to be incarcerated in a foreign country, I know that shit gotta be somewhat traumatic in some type of way or form. But information at the same time, being kind of biased, could be one-sided. You never know the conditions. None of us have been there. Nobody else probably in this country have seen a Sweden prison, so we really don't know all the facts from both sides. So. But at the same time, yeah, we need to do everything in our power as a government, as a country, to get him home. You know what I'm saying? So, off some bullshit assault, especially when he was provoked. You know what I'm saying? His video of him being provoked.
Yeah, he's provoked.
And him defending himself, he's sitting there, that's some bullshit. But
does anybody know what happened to the people that provoked him? Or
no,
I haven't heard the story about that shit at all.
My only gripe with this whole situation is that, he's a kid from the urban area, right or wrong. I felt as though when he put the video up, like saying like leave me alone, telling the people like stop messing with him before he did whatever he did, he knew he would get in trouble. That's why he put that video up.
Exactly. That's true.
That's my only beef with the whole thing. You
That
knew
video-
that you might get in trouble,
But
so you
he
put
was
a video
trying.
up
That's
as
a safety.
protection.
That's a safety net.
Yeah, as a safety net.
There's like a before video too.
No.
Where the dude following him.
No,
He put the after video up after they beat the
No,
nigga's
yeah,
ass.
I said that. I understand all that.
But he did.
But
He did.
Really
coming from, I'm from the urban area too. I mean, I understand all that shit. Like, I understand that's a safety net. But if you had to put that up, you knew you was about to do something.
Dave, what you think?
I think it's fucked up. I heard like the nigga only had like an apple to eat for like a fucking week. I don't know how true that is, but I know it gotta be bad out there. Like, I have been incarcerated, so over here in America, shit's fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't want the shit that's in there to eat and shit like that. So I can only imagine how it is somewhere else. Being an American, like, it's bad when you get locked up out of county.
Not a state.
No, not even. No. I'm not even gonna go as far as out of state. It's bad when you get locked up out of state, but even when you get locked up out of county, you get locked up in Essex County. You from Hudson County, or you get locked up in Bergen
Somerset
County.
or some shit
You know what I
like
mean?
that.
Like, now you in there with a whole bunch of different people that never met you before. Know what I mean? There's all groups when you get. I don't know if anyone ever been locked up, but there's groups when you get in there. You don't know nobody. You can't get really down with no type of groups. Know what I mean? So it's fucked up over there. And then he's probably not eating right. But what I feel is really fucked up is we give everybody a pardon when it's a out of country person that we lock up. Like, oh, they from they from Switzerland. Oh, we got send them back to Switzerland. Nah, alright. So you did something wrong over there. Send his ass back. Let us determine how bad it is. Know what I mean? Like, we are way too lenient with other countries for them to be that strict with us. I understand this hate. Everybody hate America, but that's even more reason for motherfuckers to go get that man.
Lou, how you feel?
I feel like this is fucked up. And I've seen some reports saying that the dude that was next to him was throwing feces. He's sleeping on the yoga mat and all that. But I was seeing a lot of people bashing him, coming at him over the shit he was saying about the Ferguson thing. I don't think it's the time for that, like to bring up. I feel like you can't pick and choose when it come at him.
Can I chime in real quick?
I
agree with him 100%. I don't think it's time for that. I feel as though once we get him home, then y'all digging him.
Yeah.
You played us, we stuck our neck out for you. Feel this guilt. That's when I think it's the time
Facts. And I feel like he said the shit like 5 years ago. We were still bumping his music for the last 5 years. Yeah. Like when something bad happens to a nigga, then we want to kick him while he's down. I don't feel like we should do that. We should make sure he's good, then smack him in the back of the head after. Like, you know what I mean? So that's just how I feel about it.
Just to clear things up real quick, ASAP put the video of, like you said, of the safety net type shit. But ASAP Ferg put the video up of the dudes following them first. I thought ASAP or whatever. Ferg did it. Guys,
yeah, I actually watched the videos. I actually watched all them videos. They was really following this man over a phone. ASAP told him, I don't want to take no pictures, no videos. They started recording him. His bodyguards, ASAP didn't even have nothing to do with it.
Nah, he's definitely put him.
No, after the match. But before that, but they was following over a phone, dude. The bodyguards was like, took their phones, threw it or whatever. Mm-hmm. They following over a phone. Like, my man's like, go get a new phone, bro. Like,
or press charges.
Press charges.
Man, rich, you know you're rich.
Get a new phone, but my thing is like that. ASAP didn't have nothing to do with that. So for y'all, and then it's other people in there that from their country was like, yo, leave them alone. Like, why y'all following them? Go ahead. It's a video up there with foreigners from their country telling the people from their country to leave them alone. Stop following them. Right. Go ahead.
Now,
like that's messed up.
Y'all know I'm gonna be the harsh one, right? Now I feel like the government should get them home or whatever. But I don't got no sympathy for the nigga at all.
Why is that?
Cops out here killing niggas. You said you can't relate. You live in Soho and Beverly Hills. Tell Soho and Beverly Hills to go get you.
So are we gonna hold people accountable for their past?
Yes. Him, yes. Nigga, you a
Why him?
Because you from Harlem. You from where we from. You a superstar. You got more of a responsibility. Period. You do. I don't care if you're doing what you love. You in the limelight, you got more responsibility.
So how is him sitting in the sweetest prison doing any benefit for anybody?
And not doing no benefit. I said we should go get him.
Why is he
I don't got no sympathy for him. If he gonna sit in there, he gonna sit in there. And if you go get him, you go get him. But tell them niggas in Soho to go get you. In Beverly Hills, you can't relate, so I can't relate to you. It's that simple.
But you know
that
where
man
he come from. You just openly said you know where he come from.
So what? He don't know where he come from. He from Soho and Beverly Hills. He dressed.
He said I live there. He never said I'm from there.
He said I dress in Christian Dior. I'm from Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate to what's going on.
He said I live in Soho and Beverly Hills.
Said, so what? He said he can't relate. He don't got no sympathy for the nigga Freddie Gray that got killed by a cop. When you got your ass beat by cops your whole life, how could you have no sympathy for that?
I understand.
So I have no sympathy for you.
I understand.
You sit there if you want to sit there, or they go get you if they go get you. Just that simple.
Makes you
Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't care about. I like A$AP Rocky too, and his music. But when you say shit like that with the climate of the way shit is going on now, fuck you, nigga. You good? You alright? You got money? You got Soho and Beverly Hills. He was popping shit on Al Sharpton. Oh, y'all niggas think I'm Al Sharpton and shit, but his family trying to get Al Sharpton to get him home. What type of shit is that, bro?
Yeah. His family gonna do his statement.
No, so what? I don't care.
What would you say if you was Al Sharpton?
I would tell him suck my dick. Nah, I wouldn't tell him suck my dick. I'll go get him if I was Al Sharpton. That's the type of work he do. You feel me? I don't get man. I don't got no sympathy for him. I don't got no sympathy for nobody. Don't got no sympathy for the shit that's going on.
I
don't got no sympathy for Travis Scott.
I really feel what you're saying.
Or none of them niggas that was popping shit. Travis Scott said Mike Brown deserved to get killed. He said maybe he deserved to get killed. He was stealing cigarettes or whatever the fuck he was stealing. What you mean? That's why they were so mad about him doing the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know.
When all of them didn't do the Super Bowl, T.I. and all of them didn't do the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's why they was mad at him. And Big Boy said
he
something
really said
along
that
the, yeah. And Big Boy said something along the lines of that too.
Travis Scott was
Can I
the fan.
chime in right quick? Just touch that situation. All right, you said we was gonna talk about a little bit about police brutality, right? So let's get into it just a little bit. So the Mike Gardner situation, right? Now, do you feel as though society feels as though that police, right, should swallow their pride when dealing with us, right, as being a minority, but we don't take that same initiative to belittle ourselves when dealing with them in return?
Exactly.
So we expect them to lower their tone and to be less aggressive with
Well, we
us.
should
But the
respect
first
police
thing,
more.
the first thing that a minority does when they see the police, oh fuck the police. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
of the past.
But I understand the past. But if you was to have
I
better
agree with that.
relations to move forward, right? Wouldn't you want to be the bigger person too to change your approach? That way you can get that
I
better
agree with
result.
that.
I agree with you. Let
I
me
agree
get
with
to that
that.
real quick.
I
I
was
got
inside.
it. I got it.
Go ahead.
I agree with you. But the difference between me being a bigger person and a black man cop situation, I might lose my life behind it. You feel
not.
me? If you a cop, you fuck around and get paid leave. I might lose my life behind it. So
Ain't no
that's
paid
why
leave after
it's no
that.
shorts on our end. It's for them to take the short.
Can I
They
chime in?
train wrong.
Can I,
And from
Can I
them
chime
being
in?
trained wrong, we train
I'm gonna
wrong.
respond last. Respond
Can I
last.
chime in? To be honest, I watched a lot of. It's fucking sad. I as a black man growing up, how many times we got stuck up by the cops, been in the hood?
A lot.
A lot.
I got
no
beat up
reason.
by like
But-
3 cops.
But how many times we did not, as a whole, everybody that's saying that got stuck up by the cops, we did not. Why the fuck you doing this? Why the fuck you doing that? We know our rights. We did what we supposed to do. We kept calm. Why were y'all detaining us? We're here? We asked them and we made sure our rights. And some of those videos is fucked up, but they didn't know their rights.
Look how many videos that go like unrecorded.
Imagine. I mean, back in the day, it was a lot of videos that wasn't
Like, I
recorded.
promise, it was
Social media.
I mean, chime in. I was like 15, 16, some shit like that. We playing like we young for me. We playing manhunt or some shit like that. I don't know. But cops grab us up. They said they heard somebody rob somebody, some shit like that. So when the cop grabbed me, like you said, we doing our rights. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm not about to comply to something I'm not doing wrong. So he grabbed me up. He tried to like slam me on the ground. I was resistant. When I finally, some lady in the background was like, just go down, like just go down. So when she said that, I listened to her. I went down. As soon as I went down, they whipped my ass. And
That's
they
not
whipped
the-
my ass.
no,
Like,
no.
they punched me in the back of the head. I had 2 busted lips. I was like 15, 16. some
They
shit
was
like
fucking with you that time with your brother, and I had to go. We had to go get him.
Yeah, when I got locked up for
yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
When I got locked
I
up
mean,
for
He
that
didn't
shit,
do nothing.
I mean,
I
he-
ain't do nothing wrong. I went.
from the-
They said my brother got shot. I went around there to go check the situation, shit like that. He locked me up.
I mean,
Whooped my ass too.
I mean, my thing
pushed
is,
me, kicked me, and everything.
a lot of them
That's everyday
videos,
shit,
a lot of them videos, I really hate, because as African American, as an African American male, I ain't gonna say female. I'm gonna be specific. Male, you gotta know your rights. You know why? Because just because you're doing this, I'm not doing nothing. But if a cop, he telling you your rights and stuff like that, he put you under there, just let him. I know it's wrong, but let him. My rights. If he's saying his rights, cool. Let it be. Don't resist. Don't resist, because you're making it more problem. I know it's wrong, but you can handle that without losing your life.
Yeah.
I hate that. It makes me so mad. It makes me furious. Like,
I think it's a bigger issue, man. You know, I
It
think
is a
it's
bigger
more.
issue.
I think it's more of us as being African American men, knowing that the odds stacked against us.
it is.
That we take a
That's
lot
what
of things, and once you give us the leverage, we run with it. Instead of, in a lot of situations in our community,
we
we
not
need to
smart with
be
it.
the bigger person. You feel me? That
not.
way, we can actually turn corners in the community, and actually do things that's better for the community and
Exactly.
for the individual himself.
Yeah, but that's a conversation we have amongst us.
Yeah, but
That's not what we bring to the table to them, because that's what they're gonna hold against us.
But at the same
right
time,
now, you're not being a bigger person. You don't have respect for authority.
Exactly.
but
How
we
many
control.
times we heard we don't got respect for authority?
Every
A
day
lot.
my damn
But
life.
Yeah, damn right.
the fact of the matter is, a lot of niggas really do got respect for authority.
Yeah,
You just
use their
can't
power.
tell me anything.
Yeah.
That's what we grew up in. That's what we know.
Some
That's
people
what we
don't-
were trained. Just like cops are trained to shoot black people. It's a fact. They're trained to shoot black people. We're trained to not take bullshit or not to take no short.
Yeah,
That's
tell me.
simple.
Somebody asked me a random question. You guys can answer if you want. They said, if you were dating a cop, would you allow them to pick you up in their cop car? Fuck no.
I'm trying to hit him with the strap, boy. You got it in his side. I'm gonna take the little hat, turn it to the thing. Come here.
The question said, if you were dating a cop, being a black man, whether the cop is, whether the female is white, whether her race is, would you allow her to pick you up?
No.
From where? Pick you up from where?
That was my answer. I said this may sound whatever it sounds like. She's only allowed to pick me up from work.
She can pick me up wherever she want to pick me up. That's my girl.
I ain't doing that. Put me in the cuffs. It's over. I'm not getting in your car. We in the corner.
If I can get in the front, I get in the back.
Put me in the cuffs.
Can I get a chime in on that one? I had a kinda scenario like that. It wasn't my shorty, but a friend of the family, like a cop that grew up with my mother and father and stuff like that. Now I mean, watch me grow up. I mean, I came from the same background everybody else came from around here. Know what I mean? So one day I'm coming from the hood, coming from the block, walking home. He sees me. Hey, Dave, get in. I'll give you a ride home. Hell fucking no.
That's different.
You gotta.
No. It's regardless if it's your girl or not. Mattering on what type of lifestyle you living in. Niggas ain't hearing that.
But this the thing.
Because
if
look,
you live in that lifestyle, a girl wouldn't be a cop anyway.
Why not?
If you trying to not,
you trying to think this is power?
Jersey,
power, nigga. I'm tuned.
No, but I do know.
They say it's a big rich town.
Because I'm from Bayonne. I'm from Bayonne, and a lot of people I grew up with are cops. So niggas got females that know what I mean are cops right now. So I understand that shit. Like I see that more times than often. Half of my graduating class is fucking state troopers, cops, correctional officers,
transit police,
all that shit, bro. All that shit,
bro. I ain't never meet no
yeah,
nigga
we
that
good
was
out here.
getting it, doing shit, and a girl was a cop. That's just a CO or anything. That's just me though.
I'm from the
That's
hood,
where I'm
just like you from the hood. I come across a lick where I can make a cop my bitch. You know what
I'm doing it.
Doing it,
nigga. That's the fucking plug.
I'm doing it. Give me that little card. I'm keeping
all
that
shit.
Pocket. I'm doing it. You just can't pick me up nowhere around this motherfucking hood.
Hold up. Not only give me the card.
That's true too.
You gotta put me in cuffs.
I want you to go to narcotics. You gotta do your thing so you are a fucking detective. Because I want to know if y'all motherfuckers is watching me.
I think you asking for too much.
No, I'm not. If she gonna be a cop, let's be all the way in this shit. Because if I'm still gonna sell drugs, knowing that you the cop, you know what I mean?
Nobody sells drugs here.
What?
Y'all of her. Asking for that up her, like they watching me. I think that's too much.
Then what? I'm disrespected for still hustling while I know she's a cop.
Previously on Power. They say it's a big rich town. Hey, so let's get into the Jermaine Dupri.
Oh shit. I can go first because I don't really have too much to say about it. I think what he said was very disrespectful.
I don't even know what he said.
Let me break it down real quick. Let me break it down. So he basically was saying like the new females coming in the game, or basically he labeled them stripper rappers.
That's not the only thing he said though. He said they all sound the same.
Yeah. They all sound the
Which
same.
is true.
Which is true. They do sound, not all. They sound similar. Yes, some of them can rap, but they're doing what everyone's doing. They're looking for a wave, riding it, pushing it till they get theirs. Then they go on their own. And then you hear the real them. With that being said, I don't really have too much to say on this topic, but I just feel like what he said should never be said because you aimed at who are the female rappers. They're solely what color? And you said that about a bunch of black women. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I have to say about it.
He's supposed to be a staple in the game.
Yeah, I'm done. No, I'm done.
All right, can I say something? So I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and he was only talking about 3 rappers that they said. They said Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Meg Stallion.
Yeah, my baby.
They said he made a contradiction statement, so they took that and ran with it. But they asked him about 3 female rappers. So it wasn't about all rappers. It was about 3 female rappers.
Let's take things into context first. First of all, the woman who's a white woman, right? She was white, right? If I'm not mistaken. She
know.
mentioned 3 rappers. She wasn't only talking about 3 rappers.
Yeah.
That was the
People
three rappers
take
he was
things-
talking about.
People take things and put it in the context and run with it. That's not.
Yeah,
that's
she
not
was
what
talking
it was.
about the whole populace.
She was talking about
mentioned the
women
3
rappers in
hottest
general.
ones.
Alright.
But that's what he was talking about.
Kurt.
Okay.
That's what his opinion was.
Okay.
He wasn't talking about every rapper. He was talking about them 3.
No, because she
mentioned
referenced them 3.
Yes, so
Right.
he
He
was
would
talking
never
about
aimed it at
those.
them 3 if she didn't reference them.
Can I
He
chime
wouldn't
in
have said
real
that
quick?
area.
Can
He
Can I
wouldn't have said that
chime in real
period.
quick? Right. I feel like his statement was perceived, not perceived, because he said what he said and he meant what he said. It was kind of off topic, off track, because I believe he's right. All females
I'm
do sound the
misogynistic.
same. No. Listen, hear me out. Let me finish my point. Because that's all people want to hear. Because these females are putting out different songs. But the only thing that's on the radio that we are hearing are these stripper club songs,
songs.
and this, that, and the third.
City Girls.
These females are, if you listen to the City Girls album, or you listen to Megan Thee Stallion's album, or whatever she's dropped so far, that's not the only thing she talks about.
Oh, you know I know what man.
But that's the only thing that is getting played. That's the only thing that people are trying to hear.
that's the
So
sell,
so
baby.
that's not their fault.
I don't want to cut
Because
you off.
if there's a bunch of female rappers out here that are popping, like I just hit him up the other day, Tiara Watt. I'm mad that I just found out about her the other day. She has bars. She's different. I like everything that she is spitting. Like, there's other female rappers out here, but she's not getting the same play that these other songs that are about popping ass and popping pussy and all that other shit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Can I say
What?
the relevance of what you're saying is nonsense simply because that's what any rapper is categorized. Because how many times you heard a J. Cole song that was commercial and D Launch's album is way
More layers.
exactly. So like what you're saying is for everyone. You can't just like aim that at just the
No,
women.
No,
no,
I'm
Dave,
aiming that
I'ma
at
finish the point, 'cause
Jermaine
I'm-
Dupri's statement.
I'm
not. We wasn't
was-
talking about a statement
was all
about
about
all of rap,
No, but
because
they-
that is a point.
So, Eric, go ahead.
So I was gonna ask a question. So me not being too familiar with most of these female artists, so I'm gonna ask a question, right, in response to the question y'all have, the answer question. So the female artist that was named, right? Do most of these female artists, when they on stage and performing these concerts, are they showing more body than most of the female artists that's not being mentioned? The artists that's doing these stripper club songs, are they on stage mostly half of the time, mostly half naked?
All right, I'm gonna answer your question. When I answer your question, I'm gonna reference something you said, and you said, because all y'all touch points that I want to touch. One, yes, they are. They popping ass,
Ain't shit wrong with that.
and
Sex sells.
it's just culture. That's just what it is.
Sex sells.
And yes, that go to what y'all two were saying. Sex sells. Niggas, let's be honest, niggas only want to hear that type of music from women.
Facts.
I know this to be true.
I like wholesome women.
But you only want to hear this in your music, though.
No.
Not you, I'm just saying in
Yeah,
general.
me, that's the only ratchet one I listen to.
Okay.
Next Stallion.
So
I don't
check
listen
this
to other
out.
ratchet one.
What's Shorty name signed to Kendrick do? Rhapsody?
Oh, Rhapsody? She Rock Nation now.
Okay, Rhapsody rap better than 99%.
Fact.
Well, if you talking about that, Tink is a better artist than 99%.
We're not talking about Tank. We talk about Rhapsody. She rap better than 99% of everybody we just named, and then you can name more people. She rap better than all of them.
That's true.
She
up there with the niggas.
Exactly.
She's like Vince Staples.
She get no
That's like Vince Staples.
notoriety whatsoever. Let me tell you why. Because her hair look ugly and she be wearing jeans and leather jackets. Seriously, let's be honest. I ain't got no problem with it. You make good music, but that's not what a male-driven radio
Sex sells.
It's not appealing
world.
to.
It's not
They can't market a
appealing. You
female
feel
like
me?
that.
Now to Jermaine Dupri. So that was to answer your question and to touch on y'all two.
Rhapsody fire though.
Rhapsody really
I
fire.
ain't touching my point yet.
To the Jermaine Dupri thing.
Touch your point.
He got a responsibility, right? This nigga's bugging.
Dagger tonight, yo.
He a black man. He a staple in the game, like you said. He got a responsibility. Why he go up on this TV? First of all, where the fuck you been at? That's the first thing. And why when you go on TV, you take this opportunity? I don't care if you meant to say it, you didn't meant to say it. Bash black women, because that's what we talk about.
That's the
Black
only thing I'm
women.
beefing with.
But he didn't.
Why?
I don't
No,
really
he
think-
did, because he shouldn't have said it. He a black man.
He could
He
have
got a
worded it better.
responsibility.
He could have just said like, "I wish the women took a different lane."
He could have not said nothing.
He got caught in the
He
moment.
could have just
No,
said,
but he only
I
said-
think they hot, or I ain't feeling it right now. Show me something. He
No,
something like that.
no, but to say he can't, he shouldn't
But
say
they was only
nothing
talking
is
about
blasphemy
3
because they asked him his
females.
opinion on something. And who are you? You never want your opinion to be what? Shot down because your opinion is your opinion.
I tell you this much: if
But he
my
was only
opinion
talking
is
about 3 females,
derogatory towards black women,
'Cause they
it can
don't-
be shot down. I don't care about it.
But he was only talking
Whether
about
you
3
want to be
females.
shot down, you're still gonna voice it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. He got a responsibility. He's Jermaine Dupri.
Could it
He
be his lack
count.
of interviews over the last couple years?
When the
Maybe.
fuck he did the last interview? Who give a fuck? First of all, I don't even know why we talk about this nigga. Who cares about him like that, bro? Right now in music, with everything that's going on in music.
Because you not
with this-
checking him don't mean it's
No.
20,000 other people.
I'm not saying that, but
That's facts.
the general public is not checking on what Jermaine Dupri
Bro.
said until he
Then
said
why is
something
this topic so hot
because
and
he
they're not
said
checking on what he
something
said?
controversial.
But
He said
my
something
thing is,
derogatory towards black women.
But everybody-
he shouldn't have did that.
Cardi B ain't black.
shit, that's
So what?
That's fine. That's,
So
that's,
do you
that's
think
true.
that? So
Megan
that
Thee
thing he's doing for the
Stallion
female
is.
cypher
But-
is a
Megan
good
Thee
trip?
Stallion is.
Don't
He's
say
talking
that.
about her
No,
too.
no.
Say my
Hold on,
number.
hold
But
on.
my
And then
thing,
you talk about
but my thing,
the girl Amari Caesar and Cash Doll and everybody else. He's wrong with it.
no, he not. He said 3 specific.
So my question to piggyback off that is, so he came out with this little female cipher shit. Does that save face for him?
No, but I think everyone, the 3 girls he bashed, even though of the 3 he bashed, he said Nicki, Cardi, and Megan, right?
No, the reporter said that.
Nicki, I know
he
he
said
that's why I
stripper
said-
rappers.
yeah. I think every girl that's considered part of that category, every girl that's considered part of that category, that's it. Every girl that's considered part of that category should go on that cipher to shut him up.
That's not gonna happen.
And this is not gonna happen. But me personally, they should go on that cipher to shut him up and then never speak to him again. Anybody else?
My thing is, he only said 3 rappers. He was only
That's
referring
the-
to
that's
3
the-
rappers.
that's the
They
name
only-
that
they
was
only-
They would have
for the
said Cash
game.
Doll.
But everybody else still
game.
fall under that
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, everyone else falls under them 3. Let's be honest,
That's what
Megan
y'all
Stallion
think.
is hotter than us city girls.
That's what y'all
He
think.
talk about City Girls and Cash Doll
We
too.
ain't
though.
talking about
He
them
didn't
too.
say their names.
So what? He talked about
He
them.
didn't-
He referring to 3. Y'all
He
making it
didn't
2.
name anybody.
If I say black people
Shit,
in Jersey
yeah.
City like
Exactly.
Eric is
Shit,
ignorant,
yeah. So he went to
am I
those
not
3
talking
times.
about
Those
you?
3 people.
Generalized it. He
talking about
generalized
you
it.
too. If I say black people from Jersey City like Eric is ignorant, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you
Yes,
too.
he is talking about you.
I'm talking
like-
about you too. I
said
named
Eric.
Eric, but I'm talking about you
He
too.
said
said
black
Eric.
people. He talking about you.
How? I'm not like
Generalized
this
it. He
nigga.
just
He
put names to
generalized
it.
it. He generalized
Be
it.
part of all who
He
you
named the
around,
3
bro.
I'm
hottest-
not like this
He
nigga.
took the 3 hottest names and said it. Like he
If
generalized.
you
He didn't even say it.
if you go to Meg Thee Stallion's playlist on something, they're gonna be playing too on that
Yes.
shit. All
Go to
them
the
shits.
comments. He said, black or not, JD got the right to talk about whoever he want to talk about. He do got the right. I ain't say he didn't.
I will never take that away from
But
him.
he should. You should not bash black women
The
on
He
way-
said 3 people.
Follow up on that.
That 3 people is still black
Bro,
women.
I don't care.
I say I understand he can say whatever he wants, but how racial relations is right now,
Exactly.
it wasn't
you gotta be
benefiting.
cognizant of what you
No,
talking
you have to
about.
be cognizant. It wasn't benefiting our race.
Look,
At
Period.
all.
the piggyback off that, you don't see nobody from no other race ever downplaying somebody of their race
Period. No
on
matter
a
how they
TV,
Lies.
no matter what.
A comedy note: Gary Owen will cook a white person.
That's facts.
I'm playing. I'm just playing.
Gary Olsen is black.
We've been traded for him. We've been
Gary
traded for him.
Owens,
He's
he
black.
will cook you.
He's black.
But nah, but
He's
other
about
side,
to
like,
Black people, we need more togetherness. Fuck this
all jokes
nonsense.
aside, though, I felt that my major issue was that because the conversation was generalized at minorities, and he had no problem chiming in like without a second thought. But you can't do that with minorities simply because of how we're treated and how tight race relations is. He
And
should've
it's
done
like
that.
double for black women too.
And I understand, like,
I mean, it's hard for
I
us too,
understand
but
that.
they
I
women and
understand,
black.
like,
Well, his
I understand
opinion.
the freedom of speech and all that. I'm with it. Like, you can't tell me what I can and can't say. No one can.
I
With
get
that being
that.
said, like how
You still should watch what you
you should
say.
adhere to what you say
say.
simply because of how tight race relations is, and everyone says what the black community. Yes, we're all minorities, but everyone says the black community don't stick together.
Think about
They don't.
the 10 best female rappers in the game right
They're
now.
probably black.
No, they all black,
Yeah.
right? So
No, Cardi isn't
all
black.
right, okay.
But she black though.
Okay.
She's a minority though.
She's
Whatever.
a minority. She's not black.
Bitch said she wasn't black. We
She
ain't
said
gonna
that.
go. We ain't gonna go there.
She's not black. She's a
I don't
minority.
play that shit. But look,
Yeah,
we ain't gonna
she's
go
not
there.
black, she's a
But let's say
minority.
the top 10 minority female rappers in the game. You got Shorty you name and Shorty that I name, right? That's 2 out of the 8 in everybody had that didn't come up on this stripper wave, twerk music wave, right?
Cash Doll did.
All right, she did, but she didn't. She was just, she fall in the category. She fall in the category. That's the way to get in if you a female rapper. The other 2 are the, you know what I mean? The exception of the rule.
Yeah, the exception.
That's not their fault. They just trying to come up the same way the nigga who came up talking about busting guns and selling drugs and shit. Honestly,
that's the narrative though.
Honestly, I think rapping about shooting and killing niggas is worse than a bitch rapping about twerking and shaking her ass for some money. I really do.
That's right.
I really do.
I feel like in the scheme of, not in the scheme of,
if you want to say kids listen to music and they soak up what they hear,
I'm not saying that.
If you want to say that though, that is way worse than a girl going to be a stripper.
Yeah, let me finish. Move on. Let me finish.
So we gonna get into some trending topics, ask some questions and shit. Try to pick your brain with some of these questions.
Oh shit!
Can I go first with the questions?
You gonna ask it?
No. The question I was received was double standards. How do we feel about them?
You gotta be. What type of
I'm aware of them. I don't agree with them, but I understand them and I deal with it.
So a double standard, like how a man can have multiple women, but a woman can't have multiple.
I'm not
men?
talking about that extreme. I'm talking about how like a girl get called a whore if she's fucking more than one guy, but a man.
That's one of the same things.
I guess, but I'm talking about the exact wording. Like I guess that's wrong, and 100% is wrong. But double standards has been like sewn into our genes, like everyone knows what, like, let's be honest, like, it's been sewn into our genes, so
we ignore
I understand that.
I do it a little bit different.
I'm fine with it. Like, I'm not okay with it, but I'm fine with it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like it, I understand it, but it's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, double standards. A female call another female a bitch, but a man call another female a bitch. I mean, it'd be the same tone. It'd be the same tone. You mean the same thing, but it's not the same.
Or you're supposed to know how to cook, but the female don't supposed to know how to put a cabinet or something together. Like that's double standard.
I'm gonna say I'm down with double standards in the sense of it's part of life. Like it's not right, but I accept it because, all right, I have a son.
So you're on the same page I'm on.
Yes, I have a son. I'm about to have a daughter. My son, thank you.
Congratulations.
My son, he's gonna be able to stay out later than my daughter will be at a certain age. Like once he hits like 14, 15, 16, you can stay out till like 11, 12 o'clock. My daughter?
9:30.
You already know. I ain't playing that shit.
9:30. Nigga, when the street lights come on. When the street lights come on, nigga.
9:30.
When that street light come on, nigga.
Hold on, time out. 9:31. Nigga, motherfucker, I'm on the road, motherfucker.
Being that they have actual daughters, yours yet to come. Congratulations once again. How do y'all feel about the time being that y'all have actual daughters?
As far as the time to come in the house?
No, like as far as the double standards.
Double standard? I don't fuck with double standards. It's a 50-50. Relationships are 50-50.
I
There's
agree,
no
but I'm
room
accepting.
for double standards. But as far as time to come in the house, yeah, she got to come in the house. And I'm shopping for chassis.
Before your son has to come in the house?
Yeah.
So you can't say there's no double standards. There's no double standards in your relationship.
There's no double standards.
But in life, there's double standards.
So once she get in a relationship, her double standards go out the window?
In a relationship? What relationship?
Hold on. No.
Listen. I'm looking the best of both worlds right now because my daughter's the oldest.
If she's, I'm not doing it. No, but
my daughter is the oldest. My son is the youngest. I'm not gonna do that double standard shit until like when they 18 and shit like that, when they actually grown. But as of right now, they both getting treated equally. When my daughter go outside, my son go outside. Well, she's the oldest. She gotta watch out for her brother. Doesn't matter. Even if it's vice versa, my son had to watch out for his sister. So they all gonna get treated the same. If she gotta be in the house at 8 o'clock, nigga, you gotta be in the house at 8 o'clock. If she going to the movies, nigga, you going to the movies with her. My son and my daughter is gonna be so close, so fucking close. They're gonna be best friends, and they don't like it. I mean, this is me being a parent. This is me being a father. I want them to have a great bond. I want them to be that close to each other.
So
That's
double
the way.
standards
That's the way.
don't apply to your
No.
kids.
No.
That's dope.
But the way you say it like that, you make it seem like double standards apply to me. I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying
I'm just saying I'm aware of them, and it's just like whatever.
Oh, definitely my son. If my daughter got to be in the house at 8 o'clock when them fucking street lights off, definitely my son. Cause it's even.
How do you feel, Lou?
I feel like you
You're a
gotta treat it.
father.
You gotta treat. You kind of gotta treat it different a little bit. But it's like I feel like it's a little different for him because his daughter is older. But like it's gonna be a time when your son is gonna be bigger than her. Like even though he's younger, he's gonna get bigger. He's gonna be more the protector. But things might change, bro. Like I feel like
My nigga might be.
especially as a guy, if you have a daughter, you gotta be overprotective. And you gotta
I feel
do
like
that.
being that I'm not a father and all you guys are, question like in his scenario, the daughter is older. Does there come a time where you sit down with your son and say, you gotta watch her, even if
Yes.
he's younger?
Fact.
Yes.
I got bail money for you. Do what you gotta do.
He
I'm
told
coming
me
to get you.
They both can be there for that conversation.
Listen,
I'm
wait.
the only one that's not a
I
father.
have uncles. I have
Saying I'm the one that's not
I have a
father.
question
I
for y'all
have
too. though.
uncles. I have uncles that's younger than my
Your
mother and
mother,
my
yeah.
aunts. And my uncle
They
Eric,
held
he call him big little sis, cause she's older than him, but she's little than him. So like, of course I'm a handle my handle. At the end of the day, I'm her protector. So he's still there. All my female cousins
Let me go real quick.
is older than me. So I'm still their protector.
So coming from somebody that got like 100 brothers and sisters, a lot of brothers and sisters, a lot of brothers and sisters.
2 for 2.
I got you.
Yeah, that double standard shit ain't matter to us growing up. But Pops let me do whatever I He was on their ass, and they ain't all live with us, but he was on their ass a little bit more, you feel me? Because they girls, they younger, but me, I don't know, maybe because I was the GOAT growing up. So, all right, that's all I wanted to say. I was the GOAT growing up.
I just
That
want
was-
y'all both have daughters. I'm about to have a daughter.
He has 2 daughters.
When can your daughter start dating?
Start dating.
Serious
All right,
question.
so
Like, I don't want to hear never.
Seriously, I want to say
What age?
I would love to be 18. Like me,
Dating at
scenario,
18?
18, bro. 'Cause you gotta remember, like
I
I don't want
understand
to,
that.
like for a father to think
As a
about his
father?
daughter being in a relationship and everything that comes with a relationship. Like I'm not ready for that. Me
You can't
personally,
mentally.
maybe for somebody else it'd be an earlier age or something like that. But me, I would 18. If you can wait for 18, then bet.
Do
Grant,
you
can
guys
have-
mind if
you
I
can
take the
have your
reins, being that I'm the only one who doesn't have kids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm saying, question for you. 18 is far-fetched simply because you want your daughter to wait 18 years of her life before she even takes interest into a man?
No,
he's-
That's
no,
that's
no.
question.
What does
Dating.
interest lead to?
He also said
No.
loud.
Time out. Dating and being interested
What
and
does interest lead to?
it doesn't always have.
Okay,
it doesn't
so I'm
always
a
have to
person.
lead into
You want
to
your daughter to wait
relationship.
18 years before she starts to date
Can I
someone?
comment?
that is my ideal time. That's
Would
the
you
answer
be okay
to
if
that's
she's
the
dating
answer
a
to the
woman?
question. Would I be okay? Yes, I would.
Blasphemy, misogyny,
Can I chime in? Can I
I
chime in?
would-
Yes,
Can I
I'm
comment?
gonna ask all you guys.
No. You're gonna let me defend myself. You
Yeah.
can't say blasphemy and just
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, me as being the male, right? We know what goes through the process of trying to, cater to a female and to bed a female, right? Now, for me having a daughter, I don't want to visually think about my daughter getting bedded. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
why are you-
But no, you're not gonna do that. But I would feel more comfortable to know that my daughter is with another female. Yes, I don't care what none of you have to say at home. This is my kid. But at the same time, yeah, like you said, I'm cool with the lesbian thing. But it's hard for me to accept her being just with the male. No, I can't. It's hard for me as a
I'm
as
cool
a
with whatever
father,
my
bro.
kids want to do.
Can I chime in?
Yeah.
All right. Any ideal father for any father that has a daughter would say they'll wait till their fucking daughter is like 50 years old to fucking have a relationship. 18, yeah, whatever. But in all reality, the time we live in, I mean, 16.
You gonna have a girl from about boy from about 14.
I would say 15. I wouldn't say 16, but I would even knock it down to 15. You know why? Because at 15 she should be junior?
No, you're bugging. 15, she's probably a freshman or sophomore.
Sophomore.
Sophomore in high school. I will accept that. I will accept that. Like I will accept that. Cause it's no, if she like boys, it's no going around that. She's gonna like boys. If you tell her, oh, you can't have a boyfriend, at the end of the day, she's gonna have a boyfriend, without you even knowing. I'm not gonna. And we're gonna go back to with my uncle.
I feel like people have to get in relationships to know what's wrong and what's right. So when they get old enough to have a real relationship, they'll know what's wrong and what's right.
That's true, but
so
we talk
18
about
is
being
too old
father.
for me.
We talk about being father now.
I feel like the sooner you have those talks with your kids and actually let them be comfortable talking back to you about stuff like that, the better it'll be. You know, so the communication. You just gotta communicate.
I told myself, as soon as they get to high school, I'm gonna have that talk. My daughter, she's gonna be the first one to go to high school. I'm gonna have that talk.
8th grade graduation, bro.
Graduation, yeah. I'm gonna have that talk, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be a father, and I'm also gonna let her know that don't be scared to come with me with anything. Don't be scared to talk to me. If you like a boy, come to me. I'm not gonna be, oh no, you can't like this boy, blah blah. And another thing is, I'm not a fan of that gay shit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not homophobic or anything. But you're not about to kill my fucking genes.
You want grandkids?
You're damn right. I want my genes. Yeah, you're damn right.
All right, next topic.
We'll keep on going.
Next question. Next question would be. Next question: if your partner gave you permission to sleep with one celebrity, who would it be and why?
It's
like,
Sierra.
There's no secret like I hate you if you do this type of shit.
Nah. You get the
100%
pass.
Like, I'm not in a relationship, but if I was right now, because it varies from time to time, but right now it's definitely Megan.
Meg Thee Stallion.
It's definitely Megan. And why you said?
Yeah, and why?
It's a hot girl song. I'm trying to put all me in her. I'm trying to put all me in her. Other than that, it would have been 7th Streeter.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a sneaky pick. That's a sneaky pick. 7th Streeter. What about you, E?
Sierra, bro. Russell
Sierra?
gotta slide the fuck over, dog. Tag me in, bro. What you mean? You still got the moves, nigga. You crazy?
Yo. So what about you?
I'm gonna have to go with Tiana Taylor.
Hey,
I just
like
know
the ratchet bitches, bro.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I do. I ain't want to think. I mean, she might throw a bottle. She might throw that pussy. We don't know. But nah, her or
why though?
I ain't gonna, cause she just her sex appeal to me. Like I just think I think she's gonna be a freaking bet. Like and yeah. I mean, I got what she needs.
Very righteous. Yeah, I know I picked it, man.
But growing up, I can't stand if I had a chance at Christina Milian, I'll take that one too.
She read a bluff.
You know, she from the hood. Hey,
You say you want to dip in love with Christina Milian. What about you, Speedy?
Me? Gabrielle Union.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, bro.
Sorry, man.
You saw where he's at the Jimmy.
Whoa, bro.
Bro, sorry, man. I had a thing for her since fucking Bring It On, dog. Bring It On.
Damn right. Bring It On too. Bring It On used to be my movie.
Damn right. I said, you want to be a motherfucking
Shelly?
You want to be a Jelly?
I know she was bad in Love and Basketball, bro.
Yeah, she was bad.
Me, celebrity? I don't know. I don't really got one.
Her?
He's a liar.
Nah.
He's part of the hype.
Let me tell you something.
Nigga, she follow you.
Listen, time out. Don't do that. Don't get me unfollowed. Listen. Queen is queen, you feel me?
Yeah,
that's
you're
like
part
big
of the hype.
sis, though. And I fuck with Rihanna, too. But I don't really want to be 100% honest with you. Because if I get close enough to him, I know I can get it. That's for any female on the planet. I'm the Joe. But, you know what I mean? There's no one out. Oh, I gotta hit that.
You gotta choose for this segment. Choose.
I gotta choose. If I had to pick any celebrity female,
watch your mouth.
Don't say J-Lo.
Free JT.
Hey.
Hot boy summer.
Wait.
City boys up.
Oh, mine easy. Kylie Pratt. Easy.
Kylie Pratt?
Yeah, we've been dating since 1-on-1, bro.
Pretty proud? He said pretty proud?
Hell yeah, bro.
JT, she can scam over here, you heard? We get money together.
Just 1-on-1. Flex Washington.
Flex. He ain't gonna fuck about flex.
Oh, I got this is a crazy question. I'm gonna skip to the 4th one. You're in a relationship for 5 years and you just found out your girl got trained in college.
You say got trained?
Yes.
Well,
Okay,
what
I
you
got
mean,
you.
like a train?
No,
Yeah.
not
It's
more
training.
than
She
two
got
guys.
She
trained.
got trained.
Locomotive.
She got training
Come
for
here.
What?
Next.
Would you-
One
would
in
you-
the booty shoot or the hole and one in the mouth.
They double stuff.
Would you
Stop.
would you leave her?
No, I'm saying one down there, one in the mouth.
Alright, but listen.
You ask me first?
If your girl got trained, would you leave her or
You
is
ask
the
me
past the
first?
past?
This is a really hard question. Like 5 years in, you love her already. Like you love her already
past
5
is the
years
past,
in.
right?
So it's like it's gonna hurt. But honestly, I probably like 5 years in. You said
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you a sub question to that. Either that or she got triple digit bodies.
oh nah, I
Triple digits. She got 3 dubs.
but-
I'ma know she got 3 dubs. By the time I get in
But
the rub,
you find out.
I'ma know she got 3
You find
dubs.
out. How about like 30? 30
30 ball?
30 ball.
KD in the finals?
Let's be honest. Fucking, I don't know who's the point guard for the Suns before Rubio.
Me?
Alright.
Niggas ass.
Well, the point guard for the
Brendan
Suns,
Knight?
right? Brandon, it wasn't even Brandon Knight. It wasn't the point guard for the Suns.
Tyler Eulis.
Yeah, whoever the point guard for the Suns was, right? How did you feel going to OKC with that triple double about to happen? Like, it does not feel good. So with that being said, I'm gonna just have to deal with the train.
Deal the train. So
But tell me, what's the train simulation like? How many
Nigga,
times we
your
talk
train
about?
is more than 2 men.
But at least the triple digits is one-on-one sessions.
He didn't say that.
That's not true, dog.
He didn't.
No,
He
no.
didn't be specific.
You could have caught 2 fouls. She could have caught 2.
But that's the same.
He's
it's
in
not that-
denial. He's in denial.
Is that not the same thing?
Shit.
What
Tell me,
human being
tell me.
on a planet got triple digit bodies and they all was solo sessions?
The way Chocho grew up.
Can you? Is it single-digit bodies or could it be a more than one session? Because it's the same thing.
it's all at random.
All that random.
Yeah, I've been the
So I take
conductor
the
on
one.
the
I take
future.
the,
The
I
train?
take the one session train over the triple-digit bodies.
What about you?
I can't just leave this bitch.
No, I'm saying like.
That's your choice.
No. I'm saying like if just leave it on the train. Like if you find out your girl got trained while you was in college 5 years later, you staying with her or you leaving her?
Alright, right.
Ate it.
Do we
I ate it. Yeah,
are we
I mean,
around
anyway.
the people that train
Nah,
them and stuff?
that
Like,
wasn't. That's not really her past in college.
we live somewhere totally different. Shit, I done been in, and I done trained a few bitches. Like fuck it.
You don't get added variables, bro.
Can I chime in? The defining factor would be to come on, y'all, we all men, right? This would bother us. Like, even though I'm not around the guys that ran this train on you, okay, cool. But to know that these men did this. When I date a chick, like, you're mine. Like, I don't give a fuck what anyone say. No one touched you in my eyes once we commit to that relationship. If we dating, fucking around, all right, whatever, I don't care. But once we commit and say, I'm yours and you're mine, no one touched you in my eyes. So to know that happened would fuck me up so bad mentally. But I would still choose that over them triple digit bodies.
I'm keeping it a bean.
What y'all doing?
I'm keeping it a bean. You just can't argue with me. You popping shit to me when you had homeboy and cousins up in you. That's what I'm gonna say. You feel me?
She's a double stuffed Oreo.
She's a motherfucking double stuffed vanilla cream lemon Oreo.
Charred. Broiled.
Flame fried Oreo. You feel me?
Alright, something you said
Nah, I wouldn't get 'em.
made a question pop up in my head real quick. Alright, so what would you do if you was with your girl for 5 years? You don't know nothing about her past, and one day you pop up in the video, she on Bang Bros and shit.
I'm a killer. No, I'm fine.
No, but
Other side,
not
no.
when y'all was together.
No,
but
other
you
side,
find,
look, that would bother me probably more than the train.
Hit my shit to it.
Because how many other
Come
men?
here.
How many? You see this?
How many views?
That's what I'm saying.
How many
How many
views?
views?
You, whether that's
That-
your girl or
that
not,
matters?
like imagine. Okay, listen. That question really breaks down to so many others. Because like imagine,
Bro, we
like,
gonna turn this bitch
like you
into
said
a cash
Pornhub,
cow.
right? You said Pornhub, right?
On any porno site that you look
Those
up.
views at a porn site, period. The minimum amount of views is probably 20,000. So it's like 20,000 people that like, and that usually don't. Like you can't go out in public because I know that mark. Like I know what that tattoo is.
I don't
like that
care.
shit.
Bro, she putting me on, and now we going on Bang Bros. We gotta get paid for this.
But that's one way to think of it. But,
Bugging.
like, but you're thinking of it as private. I'm thinking of it like this is the girl I want
And
to
I'm
be
a
with for the rest
lover,
of my
and I'm
life.
gonna want to be with her for the rest of
Yeah,
my
this
life.
is the girl I'm
And we
with,
gonna
so,
get
like,
money.
It would bother me, but if it's 5 years in, I don't say that would be the defining factor for me to leave her.
I wouldn't care.
But it would bother me for the rest of our relationship until I'm like 20
It would
years
depend
in.
on terms at that 5-year point that I'm finding that out. Like if we not on the best of terms already at that 5-year point, and that might be the icing on the cake. That might be my zenith to this relationship. Like, fuck that, I'm
Right.
gone.
What about
But
you?
if we good, then yeah, I might let it rock.
I don't care.
Like I said, like,
You like to taste the public. That's why
it matters when I like who knows about this and all of those extra scenarios count for me because if everybody knows, like if we live in a city and the niggas trained you and everybody know, nah, like
When we say that's not college, don't count. Like we don't know.
nah, I don't give a fuck.
But porn
I
is
know
different.
niggas in the city that they bitches got trained.
No,
And they love them to death.
exactly. No, I know.
But it don't get
No,
Yeah,
no,
sure.
no, 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 no,
Don't say
no,
no
no,
names,
no,
Dave.
no, no. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say no
I'm
names.
pretty sure.
But I know somebody.
I'm pretty sure they know they girl. The person I'm talking about, I'm like 98% sure he know his girl got the trizzy. And he's content with it.
I'll give you one crazier. I know a man, grew up, I ain't even gonna do all that. I know a nigga that knew the shorty did the whole Bayonne, Jersey City. She done hit New York.
The whole county.
Know what I mean? Like he's
know what
been,
you're
he was the last in the train on the block.
And then cuffed her.
Yes.
Ninja cuffed her?
So the last car.
For those who don't know, a ninja cuff is when you get cuffed and you don't know.
Then get mad because some niggas clown them.
Continue to. Oh,
Clown them and shit like that.
I really got mad because niggas kept running the train on us. Shit like that.
Niggas probably continue to do that too. But, you know what I
You
mean?
get yourself into.
Yeah, but niggas.
How you feel,
get
Joe?
mad.
How you feel, Joe? What would you do though? Could you date a woman that was like 5 years relationship and she had triple digit partners?
With my partners,
No, that's your woman. You're 5 years in and she has triple digit partners, or she had a train like ran her. That train means more than one guy. Cause 2 guys is a threesome.
I'm kind of like on your side where my mind starts playing fantasies.
Yeah, like I'm beyond. I'm
So I
human.
would look at her different.
I'm human.
Yeah, I would look at her different.
But what have y'all done in y'all past? Is
No,
y'all
I'm not
past
saying. I'm not
clean?
judging. No, I never
Nah,
said
my
that.
shit-
Exactly. Can I?
My shit,
But wait,
the
no,
judges
I
not
know
I'm
I'm
real.
realistic
I didn't call you
here.
that off.
I never said I would judge her.
Politician.
I never said I would judge her. I'm not judging her, but because I'm incorporated or I'm with her. So with that being said, it's like I still got to think about like that's like you see the Pornhub question, right? If like 20,000 views, like I'm walking down the street in the mall with you type shit, like I want to be with my woman.
I
like,
bagged the
don't-
bitch with 20,000 views.
Oh, that's cool.
Facts.
Bro. That's one way to look at the
Let's
coin.
get this business going.
That's one way to look at the coin.
That's how I'm
And then you
looking
look
at
at the coin, 20 views.
20,000
20,000
niggas
views.
seeing your
Niggas
bitch's
they should
pussy.
do it twice at minimum. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
running back.
But you hitting your shit to her. I'm really hitting it though.
if your girl's a porn star, she definitely got more than one rod.
It takes a different mindset to think like that.
And I commend y'all for saying that. But me personally, I couldn't do it.
I'm not saying I could do it. I'm
I
just
could
saying
do it.
for the niggas that could do
Yeah, you
it,
wanna
that's how they feel.
I want to chime in because, I walked away, but that train, if it was in her college days, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know.
No,
none of the
you
niggas.
do.
You know about it
No,
now.
know
no,
about
I
it
found
now.
out about it, but I don't know none of the niggas that was in it or in her past and stuff like that. I already got my time in with this girl. I love her. I've been living with her.
And no.
To me, past is the past. Who said my past? So who to say that I didn't have more partners than her? Who
I'm
said
not
that?
trying. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not gonna be with her. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that it'll be hard.
Yeah, nobody.
It will be hard
Just say my
because like
opinion.
I love you, your mind. No one else touched you in my eyes, so you know that these guys can say they did this, and that would bother me.
But force, I would never think that because number one, you're not coming to me as a virgin. You're not coming to me as pure.
When
I'm
I
coming
hate
to
you, a virgin.
Come with your receipts.
I'm not
If
coming
I
to
hate
you.
the first
I'm
time
not
I
coming
hate,
to
I
you.
took it.
I'm not
I know what you niggas
me,
talking about.
In reality, I'm
Who's
not
the
coming.
button?
I'm not coming to you pure, and you're not coming to me pure. I don't know what's in your fucking pure.
He said pure, not pure. Pure. That shit was French.
I don't know what's in your past.
Nigga says
You
me
think I
had a
care?
train ran on.
Damn.
That's what I'm laughing. He
It
said
was a
he
whole-
had a tree ran
It was a whole bunch of bitches. whole bunch of
Damn,
bitches.
Mo Blue.
It's funny, but shit will hurt as fuck. That shit hurt.
Yeah, that should do. It's
Nah,
not
that's-
worth- I wouldn't care.
Nah, man.
I wouldn't care.
Anybody in the chat have any questions? Anybody in the chat have any
Anybody in
questions?
the chat got any questions?
I got jumped by some bitches.
Any of y'all got any questions?
Alright, right. I had a question brought up to
Michaela
me
is my favorite porn
about,
star, and I love her.
How do y'all feel about niggas trap on the block all day, right?
And don't get money.
But the niggas that are getting money, they land the Jewish people buying up Jersey City. If y'all don't recognize it, like on every other block, a Jewish person is buying a sign.
That's not just Jersey City though.
But yeah, that's everywhere.
Niggas
But
ain't
niggas ain't putting back. Like niggas ain't buying nothing.
Because niggas ain't smart.
Can I ask a
That's
question?
not
Let me start first. The game ain't the game no more.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm about to say.
Coke value, dope value,
Depreciated.
That shit don't.
Anybody
you're
that
not
play
making
the
that
track,
as much money
like the
as you
game-
think you are anymore. Now wait, let me finish. That's one. So in today's day and age, that would be harder to do. Now, if you want to blame the niggas in the '90s, in the late '80s, early '90s on why they didn't do that, they was on some fuck shit. They should have bought the block.
Niggas was smart.
They definitely should. They was getting it. They
Can I
should have
chime
bought
in
the
before you
block.
rebuttal him? Can I chime in before you
Go
rebuttal
ahead.
him? To add on to what he was saying, the game is completely.
It's watered down.
I
It's
want to
ass.
say it's watered down. You can't compare these ages. And I understand you gotta realize these guys are tunnel vision. They're goal oriented. They're not like their goal isn't to buy all the houses.
Yeah.
in their
Not
hood.
talking
Their goal isn't to make their hood stand up. Their goal is to get them rich and whoever's with them. They don't care about nothing else in the way.
Can I chime in off of both of what y'all saying? Cool. I understand. The game is definitely different. The rules about the game, niggas tell all of that shit. I understand that. But these niggas is standing on a corner what is supposed to be Gucci belts, Balenciaga, all this other shit that if it's real, this shit supposed to cost bread. This is thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
These niggas pop bottles. These niggas go to the clubs, motherfucking VIP, all this shit. Niggas, like you take that same amount of money, that $1,000 outfit, that one night of going out, $1,000 or whatever you wasted in a strip club and all of that shit, invest.
But this
Like there's still, regardless of how much the game is watered down,
It's
there's
still
still
some
money in it because y'all niggas is trying. At least y'all trying to give the perception that y'all out here getting it.
It's a lot deeper than that though, cause it's like if you hustling on the block all day, and you go to the bank to try to get this loan to do that, what pay stubs are you showing them to even get all
Thank
that to
you.
buy
That's true too.
property?
But so
Like, you gotta have-
So you
So
talk
you're
about the
right.
niggas who's getting it.
yes, getting it.
The
getting it.
niggas that's putting niggas on and shit like that.
The plugs, not these niggas.
Rico.
No, everybody's held liable to that same shit, bro. Cause listen, let me chime in before y'all get look. Like at all levels of the game, there's money to be made, regardless. If you play it
That's
smart, there's
facts.
money to be made, right?
That's facts.
What's the lack is the lack of knowledge, right? If your OGs didn't have the knowledge to invest, they're not gonna teach you how to invest. They're gonna teach you how to have fun and splurge, just like they did. They idols, right? But if your idol was able to create a generational wealth, right, you're gonna be able to follow his steps. Like I can make this money dance for me even more. That way, the times that we
True.
have out would be more fun. It's
True.
about the lapse of knowledge in the game. You know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying.
Nobody's
It's
trying to
smart.
legitimize itself. Nobody's trying to franchise that shit.
But why do you want to legitimize the route you're taking?
Because
Like,
it's-
there's borderline no way to legitimize that without what he said.
No, you get a part time, you get a business, you clean your like the whole point of getting in the game is to get from where you're at.
That's
Like,
one
you-
person's. Now that's not everybody's reason to get in the
to
game.
rebuttal what he's saying,
That is
how
the myth.
hard is it for a black man that work a 9 to 5 to get anything to own a storefront? And you want a drug dealer to go do that?
It's harder for that 9 to 5 motherfucker to get it because you paying taxes. You doing it the right way.
You don't
But
got
they
the money
have
up
all the
front.
paperwork
Yeah,
they need.
like
He's
if I
saying if you trap it and you really getting it, you got the money up front to do stuff
They
like
got
that.
the money
can't
up
always
front
do
and not
that.
the paperwork.
You
They got the
can't-
paperwork
you
and not
gotta
the
prove-
money.
You gotta
I
prove where
agree.
you getting
That's
that
an
shit
easy
from.
out.
I agree.
That's
But
an
this,
easy out.
but
That's
this
like
is why I say.
0.10% of the hustlers.
But this
in
is
the
why
city.
I say get a
Niggas is
bullshit
not
job.
Niggas.
You know, just because
You still gotta
hustling,
prove where a lot of that money coming from.
you get some type of pay stub. I don't give a fuck if you working at fucking Blue Apron.
Bro,
I don't give a
anybody-
damn.
Anybody in
You
the
got
chat,
some
bro,
type of pay stub that's coming in. This is where I got this from. I've been stacking all these fucking checks. Who can tell me I haven't?
And you can thank God it's Friday, four weekends out of the month. You can save money and invest at the end of the month.
Bro, y'all niggas talking as if. Bro, y'all sound crazy,
Yeah.
dog. When you out there in the trenches, hand in hand, you ain't thinking like that.
Yeah.
You know how hard, bro, when you out there in the trenches, hand to hand. You know how hard it is to go get anybody to co-sign
You're not even thinking about anything.
No,
You're not
but
thinking
that's
about
the
nothing.
problem.
You're not-
That's the. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there.
Hold on.
Let me finish. When you out there in them trenches, only thing you think about is feeding that family you hustling for, or anything. You're not thinking. Okay, some people do think about, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but that's all longevity. Feel me? But when you out there in the trenches, in that time we're speaking, like he said, ain't no OGs telling you gonna invest no money into no building. No, all they telling you is grab this next pack, grab this next pack, grab this next pack.
You out there with 2 pair of sweatpants on,
That's it.
thermal, 3 hoods.
3 pair of jeans, 3 pair of jeans for a week.
That's
2
what I'm
weeks,
trying to point out is
4
the
different
problem.
shirts and 5 different
I
pair of
agree.
drawers.
That's what I
Like,
said,
stop
but
it.
That
you
is the
can't blame
problem.
that on
That's the problem.
now's generation. That's their fault
But why don't you learn from people's wrongs?
because we already in it. We already in it.
No,
If you already-
that is the wrong way to look at it.
Listen, bro, when you in
There's
the
no
street,
guidance.
if you in a losing situation, you're not climbing out of it. You're not. That's
like
the
quicksand.
reality of the
It's quicksand.
situation.
There's no
You're
guidance.
not getting out of it.
There's no guidance.
So you fuck up, and you hope the next nigga behind you don't fuck up. That's just all it is.
We giving
That's
out
just
too much
all it
free
is.
game, bro. Too much free game.
That's all it is. It's no guidance. Whoever the fuck you
Well, I
listening for
was
is
not
not
talking
gonna.
about.
That nigga ain't do the shit, so why would he tell you to do the
guidance?
shit?
I understand all
Fuck
the
that
guidance
shit.
stuff, right? But when you out there, you ain't
You out
trying to
there.
hit it nothing nobody else saying if it ain't talking
I
about
want to
this.
say one last
facts.
thing. Just one last
That's
thing.
facts.
At some point in life, men have to take responsibility of being men and make decisions based off yourself and your own longevity instead of the short game.
But who said it ain't
When
men?
you stop planning for the short game, you'll have better outcomes for the long game. So
That's-
decisions can be made.
But who said
That-
it are men?
Is very true. Lil Johnny out there ain't thinking about longevity, bro. He
not.
just watched Big Bro pull off the lot with some nice shit.
Right.
That's what he trying to do. He not thinking about buying a house and putting his family in there.
But
and then,
that's where
and then selling a house. He not
that's
thinking
where we
about
going
that.
wrong as a whole though, because niggas' priorities is fucked up.
That's true.
That's what we taught. That's
But why
what it
can't we
is.
learn off of other people's mistakes? Like I know how I
Crab in
think
the barrel.
is different than how everybody else think. I bred myself to be like that. But how come? Why is me having a Louis belt before I have a fucking car or a fucking place to call my own so important? Why do I give a fuck? You think I got money?
Can I say something? Can I say something now?
That's not always the
Everything
case.
he's
though.
saying is right until you
dead
add
right.
this to it. You wasn't thinking like that at 16.
I wasn't. I wish I could go back and slap my
so
younger
stop
self.
expecting them to think like you was thinking now at 16.
Why ain't no one showing these niggas that?
He said it first. There's no guidance except for what it is. Why you? How about this? How about this?
There's no
Why they know that? Why? Because
Niggas need to
everybody.
stop hustling all
No.
together. 'cause they really
Why
ain't no money
nobody
anymore.
show them that? Because the few lucky few that don't got a track no more, and they not going back to show them it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they not.
They're not going back to show them that, yo, I'm making $80,000 a year, I'm making $90,000 a year, and I don't track no more. No one's going back to show them that they can do that.
No, but you
No
also.
one, so what
but,
you're saying is
But
no
you
one.
saying what they saying
No,
too,
no,
though.
no, no, no. But
There's
what
no
guidance,
is
nobody
also
give a fuck
wrong
about
though?
the next
But
man up.
what is also wrong though is motherfuckers can't learn off of other motherfuckers' mistakes, because just because I didn't make it big, you're not the next little nigga is not gonna listen to me because I didn't make that 90,000. But I know what the fuck I'm talking about because I didn't make that 90,000. So don't do what the fuck I just did.
This is a conversation that could go on forever.
But who
Let's
the
get to
but
some
No, I'm done.
positive shit, bro.
niggas ain't
Yeah,
thinking
on
like
to the
that.
next
Sorry
shit,
guys,
Niggas ain't thinking like that.
Take control of your own future, man. That's the summary of that, man. Take control.
I
of your own
wanted
future.
to ask y'all, did any of y'all seen the news Sequoia put up today about next year with her
Oh yeah, she getting an annual, right? They
Yeah.
making it of the day.
What the female slaver?
Yes,
No,
yeah,
simple,
yeah, see,
right?
that was pretty
I think
dope.
that's dope. I think that's really dope.
So,
Yo,
Shout
she,
out Koi, y'all. I know
No.
her from high school. She been putting on forever.
Shout
man.
out.
she
Shout
definitely
out.
got Jerry City on her back.
We lost what? We lost the MLK parade due to a lot of violence and all that bullshit. So for something positive like that to come back to the community on an annual basis, to bring the community together with no bullshit, all positive vibes, that's big. That's real big for the city. So
Facts.
shout out.
One time.
And she
Female
from where we
king.
from. That's
Whoa,
dope.
Shout out to anybody doing something positive in the city.
That's
you
true.
know?
Facts,
Beyond her, but shout
the
out to
next
all.
Right now, she the forefront.
We support anybody from the city, you heard?
Yes, sir.
anybody got anything left? We want to share any
Any
questions?
other questions?
I didn't even look to see if anybody asked any questions in the chat.
Breeze through.
So, like, what's good with
Oh, Blue
motherfuckers?
was good.
I got another
Oh,
comment, Capo.
blue
Read that
hair, you
one
feel
from,
me?
Oh,
What's
what's
good, bro?
from Evans. We opened a
Yes.
small black-owned mall here a couple months ago. 25 possible stores. I mean, that's super dope.
That's dope as hell. Yo,
Yo,
give
congratulations,
me,
yo.
clap out for him,
That's
yo.
that shit right there, yo.
That's
dope.
dope as shit. Like,
That's
where's
the
it
goal.
located?
It was a location.
Shout out that location,
Yeah, drop that
yo.
location.
We'll shout it out. We'll shout you
Your
out.
Instagram
we
or something.
Yeah, I'll go there.
You damn right.
That's dope.
Pull up.
I also want to give out another shout out to Nika and Camille from Bayonne. They've been doing a lot of female empowerment stuff in Bayonne. They be down 16th Street. Nika got the spot on 16th and Avenue C. They just doing a lot of big things. I went to high school with them, so I'm just proud that they doing what they doing. Female entrepreneurs doing big things. Black queens out here.
He says in Pawtucket. What's that, Rhode Island?
Yeah.
We'll talk
Yeah, that's
about
Rhode Island. That's Rhode
Yeah,
Island.
that's Rhode Island.
Yeah, congratulations, yo.
Congratulations.
Congrats, brother. That's
So-
dope.
Yeah,
you
man,
in
shout out, I know a
If
rapper
you in that
from Rhode Island,
area,
his
go
name
check
like
it out.
Dre or something like that. It's a rap out there.
Put
in
your-
Rhode Island. He's
put-
really dope.
He said he owns the building also, too.
So yeah, if you're in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, check my man's mall out. He got 25 stores in there.
Shit,
Go see what it's about.
Let me get a
With that black
storefront.
business. Oh, I got a shout out. Shout out to my boy Bub. He's not here right now, but is definitely a part of the cast.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
us down. Good
Bubba.
shit, Bub. You already know bells.
Bubba.
My guy.
Fuck you.
What he said?
Your little ass dead.
No homo.
Now I have one subject to bring back about the police brutality. How do y'all feel about Eric Garner, the police that got put into a police office and making $120,000 a year?
I think it's bullshit.
Allegedly making $120,000. That's what
Allegedly.
reports say.
I think
$120,000 a lot.
I think he should have lost his job, and that's really all I have to say about it.
Definitely should have lost his
He gets no
job.
screen time.
Let's go back to what I was saying. We be a bigger man, we might lose our life. They be a bigger man, they get a back office job making $120 a year.
You feel me? They really choked that man out though, and he really sitting at a desk, and homie is just.
I can't fathom how he still has a job, and like, it's not just him. It's all of these black murders that are videotaped and all of this stuff, and it's just, we gotta do better as a whole. We can't be so disrespectful when the police pull us over. I've seen, like, I get it from both ends. I've been pulled over and I've been a stereotype. I've been a stereotype when I didn't even fit the stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
I got locked up for some shit, and then when I got to the precinct, they said, "Oh no, he's way taller." Hold up, so I didn't fit the description.
Mm-hmm.
With that all being said, there's a way to talk to the police when they first come stop you. There's a conversation that we need to have. All of us being fathers in here, you're not a father yet, but someday you will be. There's a conversation we need to have with our kids. There's a way you talk to these police to make sure you come home. And that's first things first. I don't give a fuck you call it being a bitch or whatever the fuck. Your life.
I'm not calling it being a bitch.
No, but I'm saying.
But the notion of that is ridiculous.
That's what I'm about to say. How are we even having this topic
That is
we gotta
ridiculous.
teach our kids to not
It's
speak
reality.
what you feel.
It's
But
reality.
that's the sad thing about
It
it.
is
sad.
sad. It is sad. But would you rather have that conversation
Yes,
and
absolutely.
your kid
Yes.
come home, or not have that conversation?
Yes.
Be blind to this,
No,
and
No,
your kid
I'm
not
not
come
disagreeing with you.
I'm not disagreeing
just,
with you. It's
As a
just
side
sad.
thing,
It's
that's
sad.
ridiculous.
It's sad.
But it's the
Gotta come
world
to
that
that.
we
Gotta
live
come to
in.
that.
It's the world we live in, and we gotta be honest with ourselves. The faster we're honest with ourselves, everybody. I'm talking about us as black people, them as cops, whoever the cop is, black,
That's true,
white,
too.
because there's black cops that's assholes out here. There's Spanish cops that's assholes out here, and of course,
Time and
there's-
I fight. Sometimes the black cops treat us kind of worse.
A little bit
yeah.
worse.
You know why?
Know what I mean?
You know why? Because they feel as though why the fuck you doing that stupid shit?
No, they feel like it's an embarrassment, but
Nah.
still.
No, they probably feel that they're under that perception like, oh, y'all on the opposite side.
No, I feel like there's an embarrassment. Like I'm mad that I gotta do this to you. And if that is the case,
It could be
But
that.
you know better.
It could be
but
that.
I think it's you know better.
I feel like
so why they do it?
I feel like
It's a mix.
I feel like some of them niggas just be like, I've been black my whole life. I've been picked upon my whole life. It's my turn to get back. And I don't care who I got picked back on.
Nah, I
Sometimes
don't
they
think
pick back on black people. Sometimes they pick. I feel like all cops, black or white. If you black, white, or Spanish, you a cop. You not black or white. You blue. That's just how I feel.
I feel that way.
They trained wrong. They're trained wrong.
I
I
also feel like black cops also feel that I'm black. So I went through the struggles that you went through, and I'm here. So there's no reason for you to be selling drugs. Which is not right, because everybody doesn't come from the same background.
But is that wrong to hold another individual to a higher standard to make themselves excel and to let another individual doesn't keep accepting a low?
But if you smoke me, you ain't helping me excel, nigga. If you holding me down and you tell me to stop resisting, not wiggle, and you claim I'm reaching for a gun, you not helping no black. You hurting. You hurting the culture and the black people. You not helping them.
That's majority of white.
I'm just saying if it was.
If you're gonna say that before all this smoking and all this choking out, all this stuff gets intertwined, right? You have to deal with the two individuals, right? At the midst of that altercation, right? Each relationship has to come with a compromise, right? Us being the victim, right? Most of the time of police brutality, we have to come to understand that these people might already feel threatened, right? Because we look at them as a police. So we have to come there, setting our egos aside to the point that, all right, you know what? I already know this person might be scared. I mean, there's no reason for me to be outraged. I want to go home. You want to go home? So let's have a mutual conversation.
I agree with that, but I agree with that slightly.
No, I agree with that 100%. I feel as though, to add more to it, I feel as though that when you go into the process of becoming a cop, like local cops should be from where they're going to be a cop at.
I agree.
Like you shouldn't be from North Dakota being a cop in Wisconsin. Like no, you don't understand the environment there. You don't know what these people go through these politics. So when you're from the area, you know how to handle the situation better.
I definitely agree.
True. That's very true.
I feel like cops should be from. They should be hometown cops. Only hometown cops.
That is a type of they have to live in their area for a certain amount of time. I know the law might have changed, but I know for a fact, like Bayonne cops, they had to live in Bayonne for at least 2 years before they were able to be cops in Bayonne. Like they could apply for the police. It's not. But we're from New Jersey, so I'm just talking about from over here. You have to live in the area, and I think it should be longer than 2 years. Like you are hitting on something, because if the person grew up with you that is not a cop, he's less likely to police brutality to you. Like I got a few white friends that I went to school in high school with. They pull me over in Bayonne, I might just get out of this ticket. Now, one of them older cops.
Right, though.
What I'm saying is, if it's some bullshit, like I could be the same scenario. I fit the description when I really didn't fit the description. If it was one of the people that grew up with me from high school, nah, that's Dave. Like I know he not gonna do that type of shit. I didn't do that type of shit that they were saying that I did. He knows me. He knows the character of me.
Even if you older than the person you pulling over, I watched that little nigga grow up.
Exactly.
Going into the comments, my man said, shout out to all the people who put their interview voice on when they get pulled over.
I swear to God I do. I swear to God I do.
That's facts, dog.
One more question. They said, what's our thoughts on the Pac-Man and Thurman fight this weekend?
Pacquiao must swing.
Wait.
Can I chime in first?
Everybody go. Yeah, go first.
I'm a real big fan of boxing. Y'all know that. Thurman should not have took this fight. I understand Pacquiao's old, and Thurman should not have took this fight right now. Did y'all see his couple tune-up fights?
Okay.
They haven't been impressive.
Can I get to that?
Good.
Thurman should have waited. Thurman should have fought a contender before he fought a champion. In term or not, he should have fought a contender before he should have fought a champion.
All right, listen. I know this is gonna get you mad. I think Thurman gonna nudge him.
No.
Let me tell you why. Listen. Let me tell you why. When he was speaking, I know it's all talk, but what he was talking was kind of right. Pacquiao don't like being pressed. Every fight Pacquiao got his ass knocked out in, he got. I know it's talk. He got pressed. If he can do that, he's going to dictate the fight. Pacquiao don't do good dictating the fight. You feel me? So with that being said, I think Thurman's going to. Ain't the nigga undefeated? He was off 2 years with a little shoulder injury, whatever. More than 2 years, whatever. In his last fight, the nigga, gave him a little but he still won at the end of the day. Having adversity in a fight and winning a fight does matter.
I feel you. All I gotta say is, Pacquiao must win. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
To come from the level of fighter that Keith Thurman is, to try to fight Pacquiao is the same as him trying to fight Crawford, Spencer, even Garcia, Porter. You can't jump in the ring with these guys who's been active every year since you've been injured. You came back in what, 3 tune-up fights or 2?
2.
3, right? It was 2 tune-up fights or 3?
2.
His 2 tune-up fights, his showing was not impressive at all. And Keith Thurman is a what? A power fighter, right or wrong? One-time Thurman. You talking about pressing Pacquiao? Who has Keith Thurman ever pressed in the ring?
But
Watch his fights. Who has Keith
Wait,
Thurman
time out.
ever pressed in the ring?
we kind of got a DNA on Broner now. He not all that. What? He not that echelon of fighter.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
You're disrespectful.
That nigga still be getting his ass whipped.
Broner is the bottom of the upper echelon of fighters.
I think Thurman gonna nudge him. I
You're-
don't,
you're-
I don't
you gotta-
fucking like
you're-
Pacquiao. I don't think Thurman.
That's understandable.
I don't think no
You're
Thurman gonna
adding
get
personal
him.
feelings into the
I
situation.
don't think Thurman.
Thurman fighting
Pacquiao must
Pacquiao is
win.
almost borderline sort of kind of Thurman fighting Floyd.
Bro, listen, nah.
I said almost kind of sort of borderline. That's mad. That's mad. You heard what I'm saying? Like,
There's no
you know what I said?
borderline.
You gotta know what you're doing.
Kinda,
Keith Thurman,
sorta,
your
no
last
borderline.
two tune-up fights, these fighters went the distance with you.
So let me bring
And I understand when you're in his weight class. Let's say you're a heavyweight. You take off
Exactly,
2-3 years.
especially
You take off
Pacquiao.
2-3 years. You go in there spar. You don't go spar with a heavyweight. You go spar with a light heavyweight, a middleweight, and them punches feel like a heavyweight.
And Thurman credit though, when he said he gonna press him, he said, man, if that shit don't work, so he already thinking about it not working.
Because in all Thurman fights,
He said if that don't work,
fucking
I'm gonna get into all box and shit.
No, in all Keith Thurman fights, when do he press?
He's gonna try something new.
When do he press?
Let me ask you a question.
Fuck
I
up.
think you'll
Let
get
me
it.
ask you a question on that. So let me ask you a question.
Pacquiao is going to whoop his ass.
You said,
You can give me $20 on that.
let me ask a question. So you said if Keith Thurman last 2 fights, right, was subpar, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you think if he waits and if he was to potentially lose, would him and Pacquiao still make a good fight, even if he was to lose, or should they get it done now that they both at the top of their game?
He don't think Pacquiao was a good fight for him anyway.
Yes, and that's the
I know
issue.
you feel like that, and I know you feel like
that's
that.
the issue in itself, because Pacquiao is more.
A lot of people feel
if
like that.
Pacquiao's a good fight for Broner, if Pacquiao's would be a good fight for Porter, if Pacquiao would be a good fight for Spence or
Get
Crawford,
it done now?
he's a great
good
fight
fight
for you
for-
too. Whether you're the only, he's not the only undefeated one. He's the most. He's the hot commodity because he went out at the top and caught the injury. He didn't lose. Everybody feel like, cause people be like, yo, you're Earl Spence, I'm Crawford. Well, you didn't beat Thurman yet, and he went out. That's the issue with everyone chasing behind.
For the
Thurman.
record, on the side
That's
note,
facts. I agree
on
with
the
that.
side note, Vegas has him as a negative one, a minus 105, and Pacquiao minus 140. So he not that much of a favorite.
No, he's not. I'm trying to tell you.
should be.
No, Pacquiao's not that much of a
Listen,
favorite. From what y'all saying, Vegas is telling me otherwise.
Listen, I understand.
Vegas is telling me it's a decision
I
fight.
understand all that, right?
It's, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Vegas
all
ain't
that.
wrong to
But
us,
let's get
dog.
down to the mechanics and actual fighting. Watching these fights transpire. Every fighter know. Yes, Demetrius Andrade fights off the back foot. That's him.
That's
When
what
you
they're talking about
fight-
right now.
When you fight off your back foot as a fighter, that's always a bad situation. You're always in a bad situation, right or wrong. What does
Pacquiao
Keith
punch
Thurman
him
do?
in
He
his arm
sits
and
still
fuck
the
him
whole
up.
fight. Keith Thurman hits incredibly hard. I understand that his name. He got his name for a reason. He's a great fighter. But to say that he's about to go in there and do, no, I understand Pacquiao.
No.
Oh, and if he was to win, kudos to him. But in my personal opinion, he is not about to beat Pacquiao.
The comments saying Thurman winning.
No, Thurman. Yo,
The
listen
comments
wrong.
saying Thurman gonna win.
I would have
I
preferred
believe
to see
Thurman-
Thurman. No,
No,
I would
You got
have.
the
Thurman
distance?
do his hard.
It's going to distance?
No one's
No.
getting knocked out. No one's getting knocked out. It's going distance. No one's getting knocked out.
So how about this?
I would have preferred Thurman fight Errol Spence or Crawford. That would have been more money and a better fight.
So can we choose the knockout or distance for everybody?
It's distance,
on the
it's
table?
distance, it's
So
distance.
choose a winner, knockout or distance.
Pacquiao distance.
Pacquiao must win.
I'm gonna go
Distance.
Thurman with the knockout. I want to be explosive.
I'm gonna go Thurman with the distance.
I'm going Pacquiao with the
Distance.
distance.
Reed said Pacquiao
must
second.
win.
Second
Knock
round?
him out?
No, seventh
So Pacquiao with the knockout.
Seventh round.
You
Jeez.
round.
Joe, what's up? Distance.
Pacquiao distance.
Pacquiao distance.
I don't know who's going to win, but it's going to be a body shot and somebody going down.
He's going down.
You did.
And let's be honest, if Pacquiao target anything on Thurman's right side,
Yeah, it's done up.
he done. He got a bad shoulder,
you know
bad
he's
elbow.
gonna-
He got mad. Anything on that right side,
know
he
he's
target,
going for it.
it's done.
You gonna fuck
It
this
might be
up.
the left side though. I'm not 100% sure.
Pacquiao's not invincible the way he think Pacquiao is.
No, I understand that.
This
Pacquiao
nigga love
was
Pacquiao.
I
fighting
say
style.
Thurman the distance.
You say Thurman the distance?
Pacquiao.
I'm going Thurman distance.
Thurman or Broner. If they were, if that was getting the fight.
Thurman.
Thurman.
I just
Yo,
told you, I don't believe in
Adrian
Broner the way
Broner
everybody
done
think he
up,
is.
yo.
Not.
I did,
He
but
way more
That nigga do too much
For
talk.
all the fans out there, people talk so bad about Adrian Broner.
he
Go
not
look at his record.
He not as bad
Go
as
look
people
at his
make him
record.
seem. No,
Go look
don't
at his
get me
boxing
wrong.
record. He don't have more than 5 losses.
Talent though, yo.
He's
He don't
not.
have more than 5 losses. Go look at his
He's
record.
not bad the way people make it seem. But against top talent, he
don't
can't.
show up.
He can't. He's not top
He's Joe
talent because he
Johnson.
can't
He's
beat
Joe
top
Johnson in
talent.
the playoffs.
He don't throw hands, bro.
I see
He
Joe.
know Broner problem is he pulled too many punches. He let them hands go. Broner problem is he don't let his hands go.
Yeah.
He hold
That's
back.
true.
He bite. Let them motherfuckers go.
He should have did that against
Let them
Pacquiao.
motherfuckers. It's bad when you're a pro fighter and you're going through rounds and you're only throwing 20 punches.
He should have did that against Pacquiao.
Let
At
your
some point,
hands
you just gotta
go.
let him go. He don't do that.
If he throw his hands,
But
he'll be
that's
fine.
that's
That nigga dangerous.
that's an if. I'm.
No, we know. If
That's
he
an
throw his
if.
hands, they're fine. If he throw his hands, he's a back to being a top tier fighter.
That's an if. I'm willing to bet that he won't
Only
do. You
fighters
feel
I
me?
can name better than Broner is Thurman, Spencer, Pacquiao. We're not gonna count Floyd. He's invincible.
Triple G.
The greatest.
G still up there.
Yo, why do
Triple
y'all
G
keep
up
bringing
there.
this Triple G?
He on his
guy
last
up?
legs, but he's in conversation though.
He in there. If you could talk about Broner's record, we could talk about Triple G's record. He got one loss.
Triple G's better than Broner.
But if you could bring that as
That's
a,
all I was saying. That's all
if
I
you
was
could bring
saying.
that as a factor for Broner, I could say that about Triple G.
Canelo got one loss to the Greek. And that's only Floyd. And that's all.
Canelo got one loss to
Canelo
Floyd.
game.
Y'all can't hear it, but
would
Canelo got
lose-
one loss to
Daniel
Floyd.
Jacobs got
One
Ross.
loss to
Canelo
Floyd,
would lose
the
to
greatest
Demetrius
boxer of all
Andrade.
time.
Come on.
Canelo would lose to Demetrius Andrade.
Wow.
Jacobs borderline got
Wow,
robbed.
from
The
this
Miracle
far?
Man borderline. The Miracle Man didn't borderline get robbed.
Bro, you talking
Answer the question. Answer the question. Did the Miracle Man get robbed? Borderline get robbed?
Let's not hold on to this boxing too
Yes, he
long.
did.
You gotta understand.
Check the comments, Booty. Check the comments.
Canelo different, bro.
They said, do you think anybody beating Earl Spence?
See, I'm more of a
I like
Earl.
Earl.
I'm more of a Earl Spence fan
like
than I am
Earl.
a Terrence Crawford fan. I like
like
Earl
Earl.
Spence more than Crawford.
I like Earl Spence too.
Yo, when they
Hey, Christian,
fight,
what was your question? We ain't see your question.
Earl
What was your
Spence,
question?
Earl Spence.
I
like
Spence
Spence more than
Pacquiao
Crawford.
said after I beat the dog shit out Thurman, he called out Spence and Crawford.
Go up, Lou.
He won.
Better
the
get
fight.
Spence gonna knock him out.
Beat that on the phone.
Spence versus Floyd.
He got looking good last fight.
Christian
With
had a
Spencer
question.
Floyd, I'm still
You
gonna
getting
take
mad?
Floyd, bro.
My boy Christian had a question. We trying to
said?
find it.
Go back up in the comments.
Nigga was wobbled from like round 3.
Yeah, but I'm taking Earl
Right
Spence
there.
3 out of 6. Don't
over
tell me.
anybody.
I think Earl Spence used to be like
Is that it right there?
a lot of the top motherfuckers' sparring partner.
What's your
Earl
question? Say it
Spence beat,
again.
what's the kid from
Irish
UK?
Christian.
What's the kid from UK? The good kid. A lot of he's good. You know what I'm talking about from UK. Earl Spence beat him and took his belt.
Come on with
No.
the topic.
Earl Spence. What's his name? I forgot the kid's name. He wear red shorts.
I like
all the
Earl
time.
Spence too. though.
What's his question?
I like Earl Spence.
What? Mikey Garcia don't want to fight Earl Spence.
He already beat him up.
Mikey, I know. Mikey Garcia.
Somebody
I
said-
fought Earl Spence.
Somebody said rib
Yeah,
shot late
Mikey-
7, Thurman knockout.
Mikey Garcia should have never took that fight.
Somebody said
Rib shot.
somebody said
weight
rib shot
Weight 7. Thurman
late
knockout.
7, Thurman
Alright,
knockout.
so-
Thurman
I said
knocked
you gonna say
Pacquiao.
body shot.
I'm a real listen and bring us into our next topic, movies. So, Lion King about to drop. Let's talk about the movie. How do y'all feel about Lion King? What's your expectations on it? And
Listen, I grew up watching Lion King. I watched Lion King every day on VHS. Every
Nigga ain't
day.
had no cable.
Every day. No, I had cable.
Me either.
I had cable, but Lion King was my favorite movie of all time. To this day, right now.
To this
Lion
day.
to this
It's my favorite movie of
this
all
day.
time. It's my favorite movie of all time. So if the live version of it doesn't meet with the cartoon version of it, it's a heartbreaker for me. Like I love Lion King. Like anybody like, oh, what's your favorite movie of all time? Lion King. No, I'm saying all time. nigga, The Lion King is my shit. Like, I know every song. Like, every song, I know word for word. I've been
shouldn't be
watching
proud
that
of that
shit.
shit.
So
It's my favorite movie.
Can I
Pokemon
ask you
interest.
a question off of that?
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be the exact same as the cartoon for it to be a hit for you?
Yes, you know why? Because that's everybody that watched Lion King, that knows Lion King. If it's not the same, it's a bust.
I already
It
heard
have-
one of the songs is not gonna be in it. One of the
Exactly.
one of the
That's-
songs that
they
Hyenas
go
was
to-
singing.
Hakuna Matata better be in there.
Nah,
He's
nah,
from
nah,
the-
Matata's
Like,
in
Hakuna
there.
Matata and just
Circle-
can't wait to be king.
Yeah,
Circle of Life.
Circle,
Yeah.
Circle of Life is
See,
in there.
Circle
That
Life
gotta be in it.
Circle Life is
Circle
gonna
Life
be
is in
the
it.
Circle Life. They're gonna
I
have to
forgot
put
the
that
name of the
in.
song,
It's
but
not
one of
the
the
best
songs
song.
that the Hyenas was singing with Scar is not gonna be in it.
Yeah.
I like
Whoa,
just
whoa,
can't
what?
wait to be king.
One of the songs.
Just can't.
Yeah.
But that.
Oh,
yeah,
but everyone just
that's
give it.
not fair.
I'm be honest with you. I think. Okay, I'm happy Disney. That's dope. But they could have chose other movies. That's my only opinion.
I'll let y'all know next week.
Yeah,
I'm about to
you
go see them all.
You could chose Treasure Planet or like Milo's Adventure or some shit like
So
that.
you think they should have went with a different movie to
That's the
turn
only thing
live?
I think it's gonna be great. It's Disney. It's gonna be
Show
great.
me the real
Nah,
life
I seen what you said, Christian, but we was in the middle of a.
What did Christian say?
Nah, he was just saying that he wants us to interact with the fans more. Shit, I seen what you said though, but we gonna get to it.
My opinion on Lion King is that I think that it's gonna be dope. I like all of these live movies that the Disney's turning into. I can't stand. I want to see this Mulan when it come out. Not to outshine Lion King.
Yeah.
I think Lion King is gonna be dope. I think, but to hit on his point, I think it's dope with the humans, like the human aspect. I think it's easier to cross over to a human being live than an animal.
I
Like,
get you.
Yeah.
So
It's an easy crossover. Like I said, imagine Milo's Return or like
I never saw that.
Atlantis. Imagine Atlantis or Treasure Planet.
Lilo and Stitch.
No, come on, sorry.
Yeah, that's too much. That's
That's too much.
That
That's
might be
far-fetched.
next though. If
Gilo
Lion
and
King hit off-
Ditch, dog.
I'm not saying that's not gonna happen, but to me personally, I wouldn't want to see that.
That's
I'd
the
rather
best
see, like,
Disney movie.
I'd rather see Atlantis or Treasure Planet or I don't know what's something else that's really dope. I prefer to see
Treasure Planet
Mulan
is
over
cheap.
like
Yeah.
Throwback Thundercats.
Did any of y'all see Aladdin?
It's not Disney.
I did.
Cheeks.
How was it?
I liked
Top
it.
Gun
Cheeks.
2.
I
Maverick
liked it.
would be wrong.
That'd be the first Will Smith movie I didn't see when it came out.
Cheeks.
Not Will Smith movie, but he's in it and I didn't see it when it came out.
I took the kids. All the
Aladdin-
kids
Aladdin?
enjoyed it. I couldn't complain.
Well,
Mr.
Yeah.
Karate said the new Mortal Kombat movie is going to be gory. I heard they're having fatalities.
Yo, I heard that
New
new,
Mortal
they have faith to that new Mortal Kombat movie.
It's coming.
For real?
That
I
shit
never was
gonna
a big
break
fan of
it.
Mortal Kombat.
I'm gonna see that shit the first day it come out.
They should do
so we
Street
gonna
They
wrap
Fighter.
about, they
They
about to
added
do an
fatalities. What
Avatar
I
too?
mean?
Avatar 2? What about wait, what
Yeah,
Avatar you talking
No,
about?
the people that's I
Avatar
forgot the
too.
guy that's in
With
production
the
for
blue- the blue
Avatar,
people.
but they're in the production
Talking about the blue
stages.
people Avatar
Not
or the
production stages.
Airbender?
Right
I don't think he's
stages,
talking about the
Yeah, they
Airbender.
should
They talk about the
they
last
redoing all these movies. Why they not gonna redo Pokemon? Yeah, live action
action?
Pokemon.
You can't.
Everybody
They
wants
got
to see
Pikachu.
Ash
But
turn.
they
Everybody
just-
wants to
they
see
got
Ash turn to stone in real life people.
They just
But they
did the
did Pikachu, so now you can see they can't do it.
detective.
So what?
For the record, that
We
live
can
action
get that
Sonic might be trash.
Man, we
They
had
had
to
to-
talk
It is
about
gonna be
Sonic.
trash.
They had to redo
We
the
talk-
whole thing.
Stop talking about my big brother. We
No,
talk-
Sonic is dope.
That's my big brother I'm talking about. We talk about Pokemon.
Nigga, they just
I
did
want
a
to see
fucking
Ash go turn to stone.
Detective Pikachu.
Matter of fact, I want to see whoever played Ash pop Mewtwo. That's the most
Nah.
gangster nigga in movie history, dog.
That nigga's still
you
12.
pop the strongest Pokemon.
That nigga's still 12. Fuck out of here.
Y'all
said, "Come
talk
here."
about movies. They need to redo fucking Dragon Ball Z because they did Dragon Ball Z
Facts.
dirty,
Nah,
bro.
they need to leave that where it's
Facts.
at.
Yeah.
Talk about
They gonna fuck it up again.
They
Talk
did it
about
dirty, bro.
culture vultures and gentrification.
My man from the nigga from Marvel, he got to do Dragon Ball Z because
Yeah.
that's the only way it's gonna be alright. The niggas who do the
Yeah.
Marvel movies, the
The
Russos.
Russos or what's
Dragon
the
Ball
other
Z?
dude? Kevin Feige. What's his name?
Kevin Feige.
No, the guy
Feige.
that Aquaman probably could do it too, but he's part of Marvel too though.
Nah, fuck him.
Yeah, the guy who did
That was Aquaman,
Huh?
yo.
Aquaman was dope. I watched
Probably
it in
Kevin
Walmart. I
Feige.
watched the whole movie in Walmart.
Aquaman might have been
I was
better
going to
than
get a
Aquaman.
pillow. You heard? I said, "Oh shit, Aquaman."
Aquaman might have
I
been better
stood
than
in the
Wonder
whole
Woman.
movie.
You for real?
Facts.
Dead ass.
No, I'm so serious. Aquaman is
Aquaman
dope.
might have been better than Wonder
That
Woman.
shit free on demand, dog.
Nah,
That
but
shit
I
every
just
day
happened to
watch
be in
Captain Marvel?
Walmart like 3 months ago.
Captain
you heard?
Marvel.
Y'all watch that?
Yeah, Captain Marvel was dope.
No, Captain Marvel was lit.
And if you had to choose Captain Marvel or motherfucking Aquaman, which one?
I
Aquaman.
would go Black Panther or Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Captain Marvel.
I
I like
say
Captain
Aquaman.
Marvel better than Aquaman.
Nah, I like Aquaman.
Who has the more action?
I like Marvel better than DC, but I would go Aquaman.
Aquaman.
You know,
Aquaman was dope.
you know
Wonder
Aquaman
Woman was still better.
what superhero movie I wanted to see I ain't see yet was Shazam. I heard that was.
I heard it was hilarious though.
Yeah, shit.
Sonic
Check out
going to
Dragon
be
Ball.
nice.
Oh yeah, we seen the Broly movie though. That shit lit.
Oh, of course we seen that.
Broly movie
Everybody
was
in here
lit.
watch Dragon
The
Ball
Broly
Z.
movie
Sonic
was
gonna be
lit.
nice.
You feel me? Vegeta, my favorite character. I'm just saying.
You said Sonic gonna be lit. They
They
said.
said Sonic
When,
movie
yo,
gonna be
when
nice.
Vegeta killed his
I hope
pops,
it's
bro.
nice.
Frieza.
Oh yeah, when Frieza killed his
My
pops,
son
bro.
said, "Get your little ass over here."
That shit
No, I
was
was
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. The first initial showing of the trailer for Sonic was trash.
Yeah.
This
It is.
newer
And then they
trailer they
remade it.
have is better.
I ain't
It's
see
better.
it.
Sonic
A
looks
new
better. All that
Spawn
stuff.
movie in the works.
Yes, Jamie Foxx will be the new Spawn.
Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx.
I heard.
New
Jamie
Spawn
Foxx
movie?
will be the
For
new
real?
Spawn.
Word?
I think that's the
I like
perfect
Spawn.
person they could have picked.
I like Spawn.
Michael J. White was great.
You know I love me some Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx was the best person to be Spawn. They
You
couldn't
think
have picked it unless you're gonna go a completely new actor. Jamie Foxx was the best. Him or like maybe Idris Elba.
I take Jamie.
I take
But he's the
Jamie
new
Foxx.
Deadshot, and I'm fine with that too.
I take Jamie
Idris
Foxx.
Elba's the new Deadshot. I love Jamie Foxx's Spawn.
What's
the new Deadshot?
what was
Yes.
the evil nigga out of Black Panther?
Killmonger.
Yeah,
Killmonger?
what
Michael B. Jordan.
I would have took him as Spawn too.
Oh no.
Nah.
Jamie Foxx, bro.
No.
He doesn't-
I don't think he would have been better than
Yo,
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx
I just
need
don't
to
see
get
him as Spawn
credit
at all.
for the caliber of actor
Oh
he
no,
is, bro.
the way he
Because people
steps
look
into
over him a lot, bro.
Not even the caliber of actor. He should get credit for the caliber of human being.
Period, yeah.
I-
Really.
no, he's talented than a lot of
set the
people.
bar.
Like
Yo,
he's an A-list talent, but I don't feel like he get treated like
Ray,
that.
the way
Who,
he
Michael
played
B. Jordan?
Ray Charles was almost like it is
Oh,
neck
Jamie
and neck
Foxx.
with Will Smith and
Yeah.
Ali. Like
I take Jamie and Ray Charles over
Oh,
Ali.
Ali, yeah.
I-
And
And
I'm a
Ali
fan of
was
Will
dope.
Smith.
And
Will
I'm a
Smith was
fan
dope
of.
in Ali.
I'm a fan of
What
Will
about
Smith, but-
Denzel and Malcolm X?
I take Ray Charles. But they're two different
That,
pieces.
I feel like that's a little bit close.
Right,
That's good.
right,
yo.
right,
But you gotta understand.
The
I'm
only
not
problem-
saying
back to you on that.
Denzel is an
That's
A
good.
plus.
The reason why this is so hard for me
Denzel is an A
is
plus.
growing
celebrity.
up as a little kid. I swear to God, it took me until I like realized
That wasn't Malcolm X,
Yes,
yeah.
I thought Denzel was Malcolm X.
For real, for real.
But you
until,
have to understand,
I mean,
Jamie Foxx is a good, but he's not a.
No,
Denzel.
he glued his eyes shut for Ray Charles.
I
Bro,
understand
listen.
that. But that's Denzel. That's
Time out.
Denzel.
That
Y'all
don't.
niggas, y'all
That's
niggas.
not
Wow.
saying nothing though,
What the fuck?
because no one is Denzel. So you can't
only
do that.
one
You can't say
Denzel.
that's not Denzel,
That's only
as if
one
he's
Denzel.
comparable to anybody.
He's not.
He's
I'll
not.
be honest with you. I feel like
That's
you can
God.
compare Will Smith with Denzel. Because Denzel's my mom,
No,
and we
no.
got Will Smith.
Time out. Will Smith is climbing up that ladder.
What you mean climbing? He's there.
No,
already.
like
Will Smith.
you know what? You could compare Will Smith to
Alright,
Denzel.
so
I
Denzel is
agree.
A1. Will Smith
AB.
AB.
Depending on your preference. Will
Antonio
Smith A1 to me.
Brown.
To me,
Julio.
Will Smith A1.
Julio Jones and Antonio Brown.
No, to me, Will Smith is A1.
That's sad.
I mean, you
That's
can't
sad.
go wrong with either one.
That is sad.
You can't go wrong with either
But
one.
if you have to choose,
Denzel.
oh, you piece of shit.
Or if I had to choose, Antonio Brown.
I'm taking
Colts
Denzel.
fans. All right, next question.
Route running over everything.
Nah, that's
We
it.
really
We gotta
get
wrap it
close to
up.
start wrapping up.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
so listen, I want to give one shout out to one of the commenters over here, Christian. What's his name? Irish Christian.
Yeah.
You know he do stream. Go check him out. What's your stream? What's your Twitch name? I know you still there.
Anybody got any plans?
Oh, what's that name? Teeny Simmons. I know when we talking about. You talking about the movie Michael Bob's the guy who played Black Panther. It's on Netflix right now. It's coming out where he's a cop who hunts down cop killers. That movie does look like it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I heard of that.
I can't give you the exact name for it, but it does look like it's going to be really good. He's
Is
chasing.
that 23 Bridges?
I know
21
it's
Bridges.
21 Bridges. That's what it's called.
Bridges.
21 Bridges. That movie does like it's going to be good. So that's the interact with the comedy. Finish what you're saying. Speedy. Finish what you're saying.
Nah, I'm just talking about Irish Christian. If he give out his Twitch name, we'll shout you out. But I guess he left, so he done messed up.
Shout out Fulu, Red Dragon, and all my people at my work, the place that I work at, Rudy, Day,
Craig.
Sewell, all them niggas. Not none of the bosses. I don't
Anybody
fuck
got
with
any plans this weekend? What y'all get into?
I'm
them. I
getting
want to see
lit.
Lion King.
Lion King and lit.
Sounds about
I'm out of here.
right.
Fuck y'all.
Hey yo, this is my birthday weekend. What's up, nigga Sean?
I want to give a shout out to all the people that commented tonight. I'm sorry we
Kevin
didn't
Rex.
interact with you guys as much as we possibly could, but we definitely will next week. As you saw, the conversation got extremely heated at some point or another. But I want to give a shout out to definitely Teeny Simmons, Teague Evans, and it was a guy that was in there all night, Chris or something.
And anything
Irish
that we
Chris.
said that was
Irish
offensive,
Chris,
don't
yeah.
take it offensive.
I want to give shout out to like Irish Chris.
Yeah,
he was
shout
in
out to
there all
y'all,
night.
man. Shout out to y'all, the love.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love and support, y'all.
Shout out the
Keep coming
stream.
through,
Shout out
us
everyone viewing us. Mr. Karate, I see you there.
Take
Shout
care.
out Bob.
And my Cuddy told me to shout him out. My Cuddy Wheezy, he got that loud. You already know.
Whoa!
Bro, this what we doing?
I'm done with this show.
That's how we. That's